Hello.
How are you doing? Wait, are we online? We're no countdown? No nothing?
I literally explained when it is 8:29 right now. When it ticks 8:30, we go live.
How was your countdown?
There was absolutely no element of surprise here.
Wait, your Twitter feed was interesting. Go back.
Oh boy. Here we go, guys. Hi, Internet. How are you?
Oh my god, just watching you like go down the list, hit enter.
Watching an ad.
I'm just watching you go down the list, hit enter, and a bunch of my servers give me notifications.
Does his box light up when he talks? For the
Does it not?
Rainbows. So. No, so like
Hello.
I was gonna make like a visualization thing if we had more than one, but we don't, and I don't really know how to do it. So
that's fine.
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm the nondescript voice. Hello.
So we see like there's like 5 boxes or whatever, and everybody's faces more or less in them.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Rainbow. She has a rainbow on her face.
I do not have a rainbow on my face.
You do now.
Oh, go ahead. Alright, I'm going to the tattoo parlor. Be right back.
Wow, I forgot about our previous dynamic. You don't have to have the rainbow on your face.
Oh god, is that Echo?
That's a fucking Twitch ad because I'm bringing up our Twitch.
Hey, fun fact. Don't mute the stream on Twitch because Twitch considers that not a viewer. So if you right click the tab in Chrome and click mute site, it'll still consider you a viewer.
Excellent. I didn't know that. I didn't know muting doesn't count. Are you sure?
Yeah, Twitch doesn't like that for some reason. If you're like tabbed out of it and you have it muted, it'll just consider you not a viewer. And then you like don't show up.
They must have. Oh, you wanna know why? It's probably because I did exactly that for CS:GO back like in 2015, 2016. I was getting loop drops like crazy because I just watched every single major.
There's lots of reasons they do it, I think.
By the way, my drink for tonight is an Izzy inside of this Buddha mug that I got from a Japanese steakhouse that I went to for my birthday. And apparently, when you go there and you say, "Oh yeah, it's my birthday," they bang a gong, give you a slice of lemon cake, and they give you whatever drink you want inside a fucking Buddha mug, which you get to take home.
Whatever drink you want, like a Coke or.
Well, like I got like an alcoholic one. I got a Jolly Rancher, but.
Oh shit, that's really good then, because that costs money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I imagine if you're after fucking champagne in your Buddha mug, you might be like, all right there, pal. Putting that on the bill.
Champagne's not that expensive compared to like a cocktail usually, right?
I get it.
I think it depends on.
Is it really? Is it actual champagne or is it just sparkling wine?
Usually it's just sparkling wine.
Yeah.
When you get champagne.
Here in the lawless America where you can just disregard people's cultures.
Dude, I should make some Aperol Spritz.
Oh, hey, 12-sided guy. That is because I'm not yet an affiliate.
Yeah, he's not cool enough yet.
No, it's us who's not cool enough yet.
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm not an affiliate either.
Don't
German
ask.
Steel, she has a character. It's just that she's got to take a picture of her drawing of her character.
Yeah.
And then make a token of that.
No, she's actually just drawing her character.
Hey, all right. So can you just shoot that to me on like?
Wow.
So be impressed.
I am impressed. Yeah. Holy.
Yeah, I'm drawing that like 26.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I drew mine yesterday and it looks way worse.
Hey, you guys can draw. Hello, help.
I'm not like the best drawer, but okay.
Oh sweet, we get the full view from the DM. All right, what's up? What's up, Tim?
Oh yeah. Look for the enemies. Go.
Okay, come on.
What a meme lord.
All right, so yeah, Pat, can you send that to me on Facebook?
Yep, I'm doing that right now.
Oh, hey, Brenstar. I didn't even see you in the chat. Oh, my goodness. I'm a fan of him. He's a cool dude.
Renstar? Who?
Yeah, Brenstar. Brenstar in our chat. Thanks for checking us out.
I'm sure this is a very
I don't
invigorating
know who
stream
Dr.
as
Rainbow
I
Pants is.
as I lean.
That's me.
Oh. Oh, of course, Rainbow.
God, I should make a new Twitch, to be honest. That name is from like 2012, I think.
Pat,
Oh,
Pat,
that's
I do
beautiful.
not
Well, I
have
mean,
that
so is
picture in my
mine.
Facebook.
I still use it.
I'm doing it right now. As best as I can.
Yeah, but yours doesn't have the word pants in it, so.
I mean, if you knew the origin of my name, then you might wonder.
I think my Twitch is like from 2015.
Cole's like, if you knew the origin of my name, it's the slightest permutation possible off of his literal first name.
Exactly.
Like, tell me how deep that
It's
lore is,
not
Cole.
original at all.
Yeah, can we hear the deep lore about your name?
For those of you just joining us, I'm drinking an Izzy out of a Buddha mug tonight. And Izzy's are not alcoholic. They're just that one like fruit drink you get at Starbucks or in bulk at the grocery store. Because we're promoting sobriety. That's right. Don't drink and drive.
I'm drinking water.
I'm drinking some fresh government-mandated filtered water from my sweet town of Flint.
Coming to us live, drinking the tap water in Flint, Michigan.
No,
Cole!
don't drink the
Michigan.
tap water. Do not.
I was just gonna say I'm drinking actual tap water that I didn't have to filter. Haha.
Almost like you live in a certain country that is not the United States.
That is correct.
Fun fact: is there fluoride in the water down there?
I don't know.
Down?
Up there, you know
Up there,
what I
yeah. I
mean.
was gonna say up.
I'm down.
Yeah, whatever Floridian, or rather, should I say?
I think where I am and
Not
Flint are actually like.
Actually, just kidding. The correct response there is silence. Bottom.
I think the actual like latitude that me and Flint are at are like this actually the same. I think so.
Oh my goodness.
It's not up or down.
That's hilarious. That means I can probably just take 96. Anyways.
Yep. To anybody watching, I'm still. I was drawing my character like minutes before the show started, so I'm currently
So
putting
it's
that
a
in.
party time, chat. Party
Yeah.
time.
By the way, what is your character, Pat? Like their name?
She's a human. Hexblade. Her name's Aura.
Spell that real quick.
It's Aura, but pronounced differently because.
Oh, just spell it aura? Okay. Oh, there's an apostrophe in the middle. Aura. Okay, boom. And with that, we begin as we mean to go on. Welcome to the show.
Yay! Woo.
All right. So, a preponderance of Crownbreakers, that is to say, 4 of them, have gathered. Oh, do you have your HP in your sheet?
I'm putting it up now.
It should fill. 4 Crownbreakers have come together and accepted a contract to kill an angel that has been menacing this region for reasons unknown. They are to report to the local Count Othar and this town of Massa Ridge. The Archduke who dispatched them is offering them 8,000 gold for this. It said that more information on the precise, location of what's going down will be available in Massa Ridge. You arrive in the region via Northern Road and arrive at the small hamlet of Roste. You will notice that you have the ability to move the Crownbreakers token.
Ah, okay.
All right.
You are just about a day out of Massa Ridge if you push. And as you awaken in the morning, the common peasantry sort of gawk at you as you are well armed, armored, and one of you is a half dragon, or dragonborn rather. Soon, quick question: what do you look like today?
Just the normal, as the same as token. Usually like that, basically.
All right. Soon, wears strangely finely done mixed fabrics, and carries strange metal weapons with him. This Crownbreaker is the furthest afield from his origin. Crownbreakers hunt angels anywhere and everywhere, after all. Mere issues of plane and dimension are no barrier. Then there is the unarmored sailor, Armorwing, who is, of course, a Dragonborn. They are accompanied by the decidedly human, I think, Aura and Vitali.
Yeah, she's a gruff.
Yeah, Mahimi.
Oh yeah, she got them scars, or that war paint, whichever that is.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. So, the party
That's
arrives.
crazy. Blows my mind. You did that in like 5 minutes. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we have a very talented artiste with us tonight. So tell me, what you gonna do? Or rather, alright, so you guys are outside of a...
What are we going to do? Hey,
of,
guys.
like a tavern. And
Let's go destroy some crowds.
It's like barely a one-story inn. You guys literally slept on the floor. There are some other small one-story buildings around here in the small hamlet of Roste. You guys have gathered up and presumably agreed to an equitable split of the 8,000 gold you're getting paid. Who takes the lead?
My character's the silent follower on. He's not very assertive in these regards.
Way.
But she's grimacing at everybody in the party.
Grimacing, you said?
Grimacing.
She's not a very happy person.
I see.
I'm Armorwing. I've been through many tough missions and whatever. I don't care. The point is, we got a mission to do, and if no one else is going to take charge, I'll be the man to do it, or the dragon man to do it. So, and you can kind of see that he's not really the brightest in the crew, but he's willing to take up the mantle. And all right, to wherever we're supposed to go. Of course, we need to go.
Oh yes.
Reading
like
the contract, kind of holding it upside down.
He reads the contract?
He said upside down.
Alright.
So
So
you like turn your lamps upside down, please.
you realize you're holding it the wrong way. The one way around.
Soon like walks over and like just like flips it in your hand and then just like rolls his eyes.
Alright, you now see it
thank you.
the right way up. It reads, in great, like, gilded script along the top, on behalf of the good Duke Octhery, and then goes into more detail. This document does, to the here undersigned, forswear the princely sum of not a copper less than 8,000 gold crutches, whereupon they have, in a manner most permanent, dispatched the foul divinity haunting the good Duke Octhery's holdings of Masseridge. Masseridge has, like, an ornate M and is a bit larger of a script. The interloper is in the field and has been cited to terrorize in the constabulary. This is underlined. They are possessed of no known stronghold, but our agents report some amongst the common folk grant them aid and comfort, beguiled by wicked parlor tricks into believing in the providence of these interlopers. All such found are herewith released from Octhery's justice, and yours to dispatch as you wish. The Sheriff of Masseridge, the Right Honourable Count Other, has been made aware of your coming and intent. You ought to relieve him and gather any intelligence he has since had of the bean's whereabouts. Should you fall in the course of executing your obligations to the contract, you may sign a beneficiary's name by your own, and they shall receive your share of the bounty. If no beneficiary is designated, the rest of the Crownbreakers shall split your share.
Okay. We don't need to keep hearing this.
That is that's the full contract in the voice of the scribe that read for you, and all four of your names are on the contract. Do any of you have a beneficiary listed there?
No,
No.
not myself. Seem like face bombs. I wish they could write it in English or common. Sorry.
Yeah, this is not uncommon for Crownbreakers. You do tend to be solitary individuals who work and wander alone.
So, shall we make our way to Masseridge?
I suppose.
All right, to Masseridge.
I see no other reason. Let's go.
All right. You guys advance down a road. This isn't exactly a survival kind of situation. You enter in from like a wooded area into an open country of fields and the occasional raised hill in the distance. You can see there's fertile, plowed lands. As you grow closer to Masseridge itself, you see the eponymous midge over a likely crossing where a bridge is in place, and it is clear that this would be an ideal position to, terrorize anybody trying to cross the river from. It's got a castle there, and on either edges of the approach up the ridge, there are palisades. Off to the side, there's kind of like more like a boardwalk defense, because it's like the rocks, you wouldn't be able to climb straight up those, even if you were on some real samurai shit. So, there's only really two ways to attack Masseridge, or indeed enter Masseridge, for most people. And, yeah, you guys, before you get there, though, you fork off the road towards them, and you find your way into Ridgetown. Ridgetown, stinks of shite, and dirt, and grime. There are cattle here being brought to market up the road in Masseridge. There are no horses. Nobody here can afford that kind of shit. Although there is a messenger riding through, a fine green doublet. He thumbs his nose at the dirty peasantry and carries on. Everybody down here is very intrigued to see that you are carrying weapons and wearing armor. You look, well, let's just say, like a lot of money. And what's more, all of you have at least one magical weapon, which I'm going to call right now probably glow a little, or at least give off a certain air of difference. In particular, people gaze upon Armorwing, and soon they remark, "Look at those strange dots on that one there. What's he wearing? Is it a coat? What's that around his neck? And what's on his hip? He's got 3 of the things." And Armorwing, they're just like, "Oh, what's a dragonborn it is? I ain't been one of those in Masseridge since my grandma. In the grandma's time." They're generally, just sort of, they gawk from a distance, but if you approach any of them, they scatter very quickly, because you're obviously not a group of people any of them would like to fuck with.
They must be too busy smelling this fantastic smell in this town.
As they like enter, the group enters, and it's just like, like the more observant of the group would notice that his like nostrils just disappear.
he just straight up is like, "Nope."
Yeah, he just deletes them.
Whoever smelt a delta and soon did not deal it. Alright. You guys.
Laura is gonna cover her mouth with her cloak. Like, this is fucking disgusting.
Indeed. As you make your way up to Masseridge, you see a handful of people who are very badly burned. This intrigues you, because the burns are not evenly distributed as they would be from a fire. They seem to be as if though of a flash. All of you recognize this. One of them is missing most of an arm. Another is sort of laying down, looks like they might be in the process of dying. They're kind of coughing up some blood. And they are by some people who are huddled by one cart and a bunch of just random shit like wheelbarrows with just random worldly possessions thrown into them. And it seems like there's perhaps a half a village's worth of people just sobbing here. Between Ridgetown and Masseridge.
Is anybody like dead or just hurt?
Not yet.
Well, one of them seems to be dying on the ground. The others who, made it here appear to be alive.
Ah, okay.
Does this seem like the effect of angels?
I would say you instantly recognize the telltale sign of someone who has barely managed to survive being present when an angel crowned up, which immediately just bursts radiant energy across the room and reveals their true self, which to a normal person is a blinding experience. They can't gaze upon an angel. To a Crownbreaker, however, it's more of an inconvenience to be overcome.
I sense these are the signs of those cursed angels.
We should
We must
probably.
make our way quickly.
You hear a certain golden chime in the back of your heads as you recognize the sight. Feel a certain tug at your soul.
Should we not talk with them? Maybe they know something about what happened. Maybe send us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. I agree, for sure.
Alright, Vidaly and
Let
Soon
us-
are at
Who
least
wants
interested in
to
talking to
talk?
these people.
Armor Wing like storms up to one of the cowards.
They recoil in fear and hide their children.
Start just
I demand the cause of your suffering.
An old woman whose legs are crossed on the ground looks up at you, her face wrinkled by the sun, and says, "Who do you want to talk to, dearie?"
Soon kind of like walks up behind him and like puts his hand in front of Armored Wing and is like, "Please, this is not a moment for brutes," and like pushes him away, kind of.
Hank,
And then
it's
the-
been
We really just
strange
wanna
to
ask.
send us such a group, but perhaps all is part of our destiny. Or
And
she
he
sort of
kinda-
trails off.
He kind of like kneels down to where the woman is and like kind of puts on the charms here a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Madam, what's happened here?"
Oh, it's terrible. That thing, they say it's an angel, but it was more like a devil. It arrived appearing a purple woman with golden wings. It said someone had to pay for what was happening. I didn't understand. Then a light. I fell over, but everything was burned. Men turned to ash. Then she rammed a glass sword. I could barely see it, but a glass sword through someone, and a little light burning with a golden blaze. And then she just flew off. All of you, upon hearing about this, to do with the... Well, actually, who has bookworm? Are any of you bookworms? Yeah, you make an Arcana roll.
I make an Arcana roll with proficiency, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yes.
All right, let me...
With expertise, actually.
Expertise. What is expertise? What is
Double proficiency.
It's double proficiency.
double proficiency?
You can
Okay.
do it in the Roll20 sheet actually if you just.
All right, so just add 6 to whatever I roll. Because
Okay, no worries, yeah.
you said Arcana,
Yes.
so add 6. That's a 12.
Vidaly thinks it sounds weird and angelic, but he has no idea what it is.
Wait.
If you add 6, then it would come out to 12.
No, I'm wondering if I have expertise or advantage. I don't know. I don't think I do. Yes, advantage on survival, religion, and arcana related to angels as Crownbreaker initiate. So I get
18.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Alright, so this sounds familiar to Vidaly. Vidaly has definitely heard of this. This is one of the signature weapons that, one of the signature angelic weapons that one might wield. It's known as a kindling blade. And when it delivers a killing blow, it consumes the soul of the one that has been struck down, and then ignites it, burning it within the blade to deal additional damage for the next however long the soul's charisma modifier was, minimum of 1 turn.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
Yeah, I relay that information to the group that you just said.
Rainbow, you just muted yourself, by the way. But,
Me?
no, Rainbow.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry. I'm just trying to fix something. One sec. Sorry.
Yep. Anyway, so I relay that, and she's still conscious. She's still talking, and that's basically it, right?
She's conscious, she's talking, she's basically says, she starts to talk about all the terrible things that have happened to us.
Alright,
Being
so-
delayed at the bridge, and the bandits.
So, I guess I'll walk in and talk since Mike's muted.
Yeah, sorry. Wait. I'm here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Where did this happen? Could you give us a location or something? Something to
Yep.
work with?
Yes, we come from Turnton. It is a village to the south and west. Keep right at the fork before the hills, and in the shadow of the old car keep, you'll find what remains of our burnt down village.
Thank you. That is valuable
Yeah.
information. Maybe we might find something about our origin or something that might help
To think
us.
this all started with the damn bandits.
Bandits.
Damn
you say?
bandits.
Started with bandits. Do you
Ang-
know a relation?
Anger has had us suffer our fate. Oh. She's like, a relation. I don't know if any of those base curs have family to do what they do.
No. Women that kill. Who kill?
Bandits. They. She's
She's
like,
just incoherent.
she's like, there have been attacks to our south for weeks. Innocent people just never arriving or describing being shut down. I hear they're called the Hatchet Boys, for what it's worth.
Hatchet boys. Yes. Everything you tell us helps us. Everything is good. Knowledge is good. Knowledge is power.
What are you trying to do, stranger? Please have mercy on us. We are without a home.
Sun just like walks away at this point. He's like,
Son's like, I'm out.
yeah, we have the information on the angels. Let's go. Doesn't care about
Can I
bandits.
use persuasion check to make her, to make her content and not worried that we're going to try something scary?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just be like, here. Don't worry, we'll take care of this.
She's like, oh, thank you. Because, nobody's really been giving a shit about their plight. So she thanks you.
Soon can care less.
So y'all, with that, roll into Masseridge, approaching the... You passed them by, you were already out of Ridgetown, and you're here at a bird's eye view of the town. And in the distance you can see Masser's Keep, but in general you can only see like this area around you.
Okay.
Is it like it's just really far, or is it like dark out?
It's far.
Okay.
It will actually, it is kind of towards the end of the day though.
It's getting dark. We should probably find somewhere to stay. Yeah. Oh,
There seems to be a place up ahead.
Yeah, so you approach the eastern palisade, and you are free to move the token from here and explore your way along the road to the keep,
boy.
and you can see the keep in the distance.
yeah. I was looking
Somebody
at the
need
key
token
notes.
master.
You're basically the party face right now. So
Oh boy. Okay, sure. Oh god, I don't want to.
So
wanna run
you
us
arrive at the east palisade, and there are some guys there with spears
We have your back.
who show up, who look at you, and they're like, "Who are you?" And then one of them punches the other, and he's like, he points, he like gesticulates to their weapons, to your weapons, and he says one word, "Crownbreakers." And then he's like, "Is it true? You finally here?"
no, that's why we're here.
Anger. I feel my destiny now. I shall run ahead and inform the Count. It is good that you have arrived. Quickly, make haste. And he takes off, running, and the other guards quickly get the palisade door open, and they gesticulate for you to go in. And they're like, "Follow the road and turn at the keep. You can already see it." And they like point to the keep in the distance.
Oh yeah.
After you, son.
I guess yeah. You guys were going.
Yeah.
As you enter the streets, you can already see that they're overcrowded, and smell that they're overcrowded.
Oh boy.
The commoners are packed in tight here, and people are beginning to charge exorbitant prices for bread as they cry out prices from the street corners. As you make your way through the streets, you begin to pass by a mostly wooden area, and you approach straighter streets, better paved and characterized by stone buildings. In this nicer part of town, you see there's less people, better dressed, but
Does it smell
Still
better?
more than it looks like there should be. It smells a little better. People are still like, there's still chamber pots.
It's the
Price
medieval
also-
ages.
There's
They
not-
throw
this
their
is-
shit out the window.
Massa
my-
Ridge does not have a sewer.
Okay. This is a fork in road here? Is where we're at?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's towards the south.
And there are like lesser roads all around, but they're more like people have trod here roads. These are the only things with like stones thrown down, or not even stones, really just grass free,
Okay.
kind of well kept.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can keep heading this way. We'll probably make it to the keep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you advance on your way down the street, you come upon a woman in simple priest's robes, who is carrying a wicker wheel on her back. It doesn't seem to be very heavy. She's just carrying it.
Oh yeah.
As she walks by, those nearby seem to make a symbol of a circle on over their heads and incline before moving on. They wait for her to pass by before they move on.
would we recognize this symbol?
Yeah, as anything. I was gonna say
Roll
can we make some
religion.
kind of roll. Religion?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say none of you are from Massa Ridge. You have no idea what the fuck this is if your religion roll doesn't come back good enough.
Unlucky.
Can I do an investigate to know what it is?
How do you want to investigate the situation?
I mean, so it's only on the one. It's not a symbol that we've ever seen before, is it?
It's just a wheel. You might have seen a wheel as part of some other symbol, but you're not drawing any immediate connections.
Okay, maybe I'd like to. So we're in the kind of the lobby of this place, right? Are we?
You're in the
We're,
nicer
like,
part
on
of
the
town.
way.
You're in
Yeah.
the nicer part of
Yeah.
town.
So are there any? Is there anybody within earshot that I could just like kind of casually like aside?
Plenty of
to,
people on the
like,
streets. People are starting to go in for the night, but it is an overcrowded town at the moment. Yeah, so you can roll investigate to figure out, like, hey, what's up
Yeah.
here?
Let me just be like, if somebody walks by me, I could be like, wait, what's that?
So
When I'm not around here.
Ora quickly discovers that the local deity is named Anghir, or sometimes more commonly just called the Wheel. They are and you realize now that people were making mentions of fate and destiny a lot earlier because Anghir is the master of fate and destiny, ill fortune and great luck, blah blah blah. They're a wheel, and their priests can cast augury as a 10-minute ritual. That's pretty much what you figure out. They don't put it that way. They're like, and when they give offerings at the shrines, they can tell you your fortune. And the people are generally pious because Anghir is seen as a very
Ever
like
present?
an ever-present force of nature, really. So there's no reason to not hope that you get a good destiny, right?
We're Crownbreakers. We make our own destiny. Let's keep going.
Yeah. As you approach Master's Keep, you see on the walls is the spearman who saw you, and he gesticulates. And as you approach, without even having to slow your stride, the portcullis raises before you. And then the DM pops back to the other map to get your tokens because you forgot to pay them. And
Sin like nods approvingly. The royal treatment. I like it.
So since my character was the one talking to the person that explained about Anghir the Wheel,
yeah,
can I also inquire as to where one might go to see somebody that would tell us our fortune?
she says. They see that you're headed towards the keep, and they're like, well, normally it would be a village shrine and a burnt offering with one of the shrine maidens, like the one you just passed. She gesticulates that. By the way, on a passing notice, you noticed that the woman, she had her hood up, but you noticed that her face features were very fine in complexion and her skull elongated, almost like she wasn't a regular human, even though everyone else you've noticed is. It would be...
Like
I would say
elf-like?
it would be well traveled enough to know that that was the visage of an elf. And they're like, but the custodar is, at the chapel in the keep. You could go to her.
Thank you. My character says.
Yeah. By the way, does Aura have you put in? Okay, so 78 is her max.
Yeah, I'm still working on the rest of the details.
Yeah, that's all good. I just want to have her number in place.
Yep, and my armor class is correct now too.
Good. So you guys arrive. Have I properly loaded you guys onto the map and everything?
Looks like it.
Excellent. So yeah, you guys are here, and the portcullis is open, so you are perfectly free to move into the courtyard. You hear a clanging of blades just within.
Like there's combat going on, or
Like someone practicing.
yeah, I was gonna say like
Someone-
does it sound more like like practice or like actual combat?
It sounds
we
more.
can-
It sounds more like ting, and then step, ting. It doesn't
Okay.
sound. It sounds nothing like the hurriedness of a fight.
Okay. Forwards, I guess. Is there like a door here, or just like
This is the portcullis. Like you go. This is the gate.
ah?
This
Okay.
side.
You go under it.
Oh, whoops.
Okay. Cool.
Ora!
Yeah, I'll drag Aura
Yeah.
along.
Oh. Thanks.
Never gonna
yeah,
be able to
so-
make that sound, by the way.
Yeah. So
Aura?
the minute
No, I
Oh,
can
arms.
what
say
I
aura,
made?
but aura. I can't do the aria. That's not gonna happen.
Aura.
Panic.
I realize I put the apostrophe in there.
So this whole time, my character's been explaining how to pronounce her name.
So the men at arms turn and from where they were practicing at you, and they sort of open their eyes and they're like, "You them Crownbreakers then?"
We are.
And your turns for us today, lads. It's the Crownbreakers. Go on, tell him, sirs that's waiting. They've already arrived. And this guy comes up and he begins to open the door. As this happens, an elvish woman steps out of this building, sort of built into the corner of the wall, and looks over you.
She's just looking.
She doesn't say anything, but you know.
Okay.
Does she have anything of like a coat of arms or any heraldry on her?
She certainly has, like, her robes are certainly like resplendent with the symbol of a wheel.
Okay.
So
So is she the person that what did you say, Chamberlain or something?
the Custodar.
She's the custodar.
You see her stepping out of what you think is. You see behind her like a golden wheel rimmed in topaz on like what appears to be a shrine, and she just stepped out of there, and she's wearing priestly robes. Like
Yeah.
you can kind of put two and two together here, yeah.
She's their priest.
Okay.
Yeah. So So she sort of watches silently, and this man at arms has opened the door, and a knight steps forward.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say we're not here to talk to a priest, right? We're here to talk to a
Yeah,
count.
he's the entrance to and he says, "You be the Crownbreakers, then?"
Привет, я Vitaly.
Ah, I heard that you were foreigners. He then looks at Armorwing. I didn't realize how exotic. We are honored by your presence, great and noble Crownbreakers. I am Sir Roderick, and I am Sir Baldwer, and we have been called to our lord the Count Ulther's side. You shall be with us in but a moment. And you hear a door opening to the north, and indeed, Count Ulther is with you. The various men-at-arms are they were sort of turning in for the day, but there are still some of them hanging around. Everyone's sort of on edge, but they're very relieved to see you. And you hear over the keep like the sounds of people being like, "Crownbreakers are here, the Crownbreakers." So people are pretty excited that you're here. And Count Ulther, by the way, credit to Silky Noir for a whole lot of our art. Description on Twitch and the YouTube VODs has links to their stuff. High quality, they do commissions at very reasonable rates. This is one such piece. But Count Ulther steps forward. He's a stoic man, face trimmed in white. Everyone else has been a bit excitable about the whole issue, but he just sort of walks in and, you know, takes the measure of you. He walks up, looks around, and says, "Any of you in charge?"
Wait, sorry, say it again.
Any of you in charge?
Yeah, who's in charge?
In charge.
I believe it's
Who wants to be in charge?
My
I was gonna
character
say-
the
shrugs.
soft-faced one.
Soon's like, I'm in charge of me. I don't know about these people, but
What do you mean soft-faced one? You're calling me soft-face?
Well, you don't have any skills, do you?
Sir Roderick chuckles at this
Three
and
of us
says,
don't have skills. You're the only one with
Soon
skills.
looks at Armorwing. He's like, "Do you mean like this?" And then just like his whole face just like becomes scales.
everybody kind of like steps back at that, and Sir Roderick
My
was about to make
character-
a scale joke, and he's like, "What is this?"
I like this man.
And Arthur kind of like he looks at the now scaly Soon, and he's like, "I knew you people were weird. I didn't realize how far you'd come." He does a very subtle hand gesture. Nobody else recognizes this but Soon. But Soon sees this as a common greeting in the hand sign of ways, which is generally speaking not known outside of people who are, let's just say, from where Soon is from.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and,
return his greeting
yeah,
and also put my face back to normal.
he kind of gives a curt nod and he's like, "Well then, I'll address you all.
Yeah.
Here's what we know."
My character, she shrugs and she's like, "Well, if no one else wants to be leader, I suppose I could try my hand at it."
Very well.
I mean,
He,
It's okay with me. I'm no leader.
Soon's like I said, I'm in charge of me.
Yeah, so
Well,
he takes you back to you know, a tower where they've got some shit. They've got a map of the region, and he basically gives you the rundown. He points to Turnton. He points at Turnton on the map and he says, "This village has been burned. The angels are growing a range of activities. There have also been sightings south of these hills in Yilton and as far west as Carton."
and when was that?
A week
How
ago.
long ago?
A week ago.
Okay.
The latest sighting, though, is very close. Avers Glade.
Where is that on the map? Here?
So yeah,
Avers right there.
he's beginning to show things, or names are about to get put on these are getting put on these dots as he
Okay,
points
cool.
them out, and he's like, "There's only he's like, we surmise he must be he or she, I don't know, the fucking angel, must be
It doesn't matter.
one of
What a
these."
badass.
Doesn't matter. They will be dead.
He points around and there's woods, there's hills. You notice that there are 3 castles marked on this map. One of them is Masseridge, one of them is far to the north, and one of them is in the south. He doesn't indicate any of them. He says,
What's the
I think the
significance
south-
of the top?
of the towns or the castles?
The castle.
They are drawn as castles on the map. They don't look
Okay.
like the towns. Masseridge looks a little bit more towny because of the town surrounding it, but yeah.
So these are just like keeps kind of. They're just castles, and there's no like surrounding village basically.
Well, this keep is definitely only 6 miles from Turnton,
Okay.
and you don't really know, basically. He doesn't bring them up. It's just the notable things that you see on this map are towns, hills, woods, and 3 castles, one of which you're in right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems Everglade might need our help the most.
Yeah. The most recent sighting makes sense.
My
I say we
character-
go there.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah.
go there. She's
We
nervous
can
and
make our way
tentative.
back through Ridgetown and then make our way down.
Alright, so is that like what? Let's see your dog's by the way. Is that so? Basically, you guys just like we eat out of there.
It's a dog moment. Yeah. For sure.
All right.
Well, so it's late, right? Do we want to use the night to
Yeah, it's
continue
you.
on?
You have gone all day to get here when you did.
Oh well,
How long would
We
it take
had-
us to get to Avers Blade?
Yeah, how long would it take us to get there?
can't be farther.
Aversglade
than
is
starting
like-
most day.
Actually, because of how far you have to go back down around the ridge, Avers Day is like also a day's travel.
What is this stuff here?
This is Massa Ridge. This is the town you're in.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
ridge.
Because it's on a
Yeah.
it's on a ridge. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
on
the ridge of Massa Ridge.
It's like
Master's
So I'm
Ridge.
assuming we can't.
Are you
venture-
suggesting
You want a parkour slide down?
I mean, we're pretty high level characters.
It's
compared to
certain-
normal
Lit.
players.
It's certainly possible.
Lit.
It's certainly possible.
Sounds amazing.
If you want to climb the rocks, I would say that is athletics or survival or
Like
acrobatics.
each individually person would have to
Yeah,
roll?
yeah. Each person. would
I'm
have
not
to roll
saying I'm incapable of doing this, but it does seem unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree.
Take our
Alright.
You would
I am in-
shave
wait.
like half your journey if you did it.
Hmm?
You would shave half your journey and arrive there at midday rather than at the end of the day.
Would you rather arrive at midday or end of day? That is a real question.
We're still in the tower, right? With the gentleman that we're
Yeah,
the
yeah. So
person-
Count Ulthar is there if you want to share any plans with him or talk about a faster way
so
across.
I asked him, how urgent is it? If we show up at the end of tomorrow, what do you think? Is there going to be a town left to save?
He's like, I
Oh.
assume you were the experts on the matter of angels, but from what I can report, the angel seems erratic. The only full burning that I'm aware of was at Turnton. Generally speaking, they've shown more restraints in their appearances. Mostly we've seen them fly around in the sky, but occasionally they'll toss something described as white-hot light, or they'll cut someone down and then just disappear, fly back off into the sky. What's more, I think some of the commoners are starting to cooperate with them.
Oh no,
Oh.
man. No, you're not having that.
Yeah, that.
No one was killed at Avers Glade. There's rumors that he touched down and talked to some of the locals.
We're a special guest dog.
I need all my men holding down the situation at Massa Ridge.
Then it might not be the smartest idea to
We've
arrive
already-
there when we're tired, perhaps. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, so he's like, I can put you up at a local inn. All expenses on me.
Oh, we're definitely staying here for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'm just wondering what we're doing tomorrow.
So for tomorrow, Count
So
Ulthar
the
is,
question is, save time or just
Yeah.
Count
My
Ulthar is
character advocates the ridge, but she's willing to discuss with others.
advocate. Okay, so you're talking out loud about saving time.
Yeah.
He's
my
like,
character is going to be like, so I propose we try descending the ridge, but if you guys don't agree with that, then I'm willing to hear what you have to suggest.
So do we have any information?
I-
yeah, so
Willing? I
he
don't know
just,
about the
Count
odds.
Ulthar, when you say that, points to a town close to Massa Ridge, but going southwest. And says, Rudtown has fishing ships, enough to take 4 people across. They'd probably have to put you off into the wilderness, but you seem a capable type.
How dangerous is wilderness around here? What do we expect? Bears, magical creatures?
He laughs. He's like, magical creatures. No, there hasn't been so much as a kobold here for a decade.
Yes, you have angel. We have problem. Yes.
Well, we
I
weren't exactly
like that
prepared for
idea,
it.
though. We could take a ship into the woods and
There
then
are-
have the element of surprise.
There are
when we-
bears in the woods. I don't think bears often menace men wearing plate armor, though.
No, they usually die pretty quickly.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
What do we know about angels and like time of day? Do they not like night? Do they not like the day? Is it like not really doesn't matter to
Some
them?
angels have a particular MO. If you knew this angel's name, you might have an indication. That being said, no angels generally will smite by day or night or candlelight. They don't give a fuck.
Okay.
They also don't need to rest.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
they can just keep
time
smiting
is
all.
kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It sort of doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of taking Rudtown.
Yeah, I'm for that as well, I think.
Sure.
I think that's the best option that we have.
All right,
All right.
deal.
So you guys conclude your talk in Master's Keep, and he's basically just like, this door was opened for you guys to get up here. He's like, yeah, well, I'd offer you a bed, but we only have one empty one, so. But yeah, I've sent words ahead to blah 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 in. They'll keep you. Look for the sign with the gold pouch. And with that, he goes back to his bedroom to retire for the night, and some of the men-at-arms like escort you. And Sir Baldwin comes along, and he's like, "So good of you to come. You've been having a hell of a time with this angel. Ha, get it? Hell of a time, angel."
It's not a good joke.
Sir Baldwin was like, "Ah, you're so tough on me, foreigner. Tell me, what kind of jokes do they have wherever you're from?"
Good question. I don't know.
He kind of like
Ah,
furrows his brow and is confused by that response.
Sorry about that.
So
I'm gonna pay these people no mind. I don't really care.
by the way, this is like the wall that you guys are hopping off. You can go down through the tower, or you can.
Oh,
Like the
my
way
bad.
you came down is like this stairway in the keep.
Oh, okay, cool.
I assume Aura keeps up. You do hear there are some guards talking through this door, but Sir Baldwin and the man-at-arms doesn't really make much. After Sir Baldwin's failed attempt at comedy, he doesn't really say that much.
Armorwing's not too sure which room it is, so he knocks on this door. Hello. Oh.
Wait, why is he knocking on doors?
Oh, I thought the door was open. I'm sorry.
No, it's closed.
Like,
This door is
room-
open. Yeah.
I'm
It
assuming
was
this place
open
is
for a
all bad,
second.
too.
So,
There's another.
are these doors?
It's like
There-
I'd like
yeah,
to go
these-
somewhere
these-
that
these-
smells
these-
a little better.
These are doors. Yes. These are all
Those are
doors. You hear talking coming through this door.
It's time to eavesdrop for no reason.
All right,
Are you
roll
sure?
perception.
Can I? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, you guys kind of rubberneck as Sir Baldur and the man-at-arms try and shoo you.
I'm interested in what people have to say.
One of them's like,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
"Wish Davin was still here." And the other one says, "Best keep your lips tight about that one. He's buried." There's some
Yeah.
grumbling that's sort of indistinct. You can't really make it out, but yep. And they kind of vamoose you.
I bet we out.
All right, so does everyone leaves? I assume, or Armorwing, are you trying to like get in the store?
No, he's
You smell
Still trying to-
fragrant herbs and spices from under this door.
smells good.
Yeah, so yeah, Sir
Clearly
Bald,
a reason to be like, what's going on in here? Let's waste some time knocking on it.
so Sir Baldwin is like, well, may you see your destiny through, brave Crownbreakers. I salute you.
so real quick, Pat, did you tell us about the wheel people?
Oh, yeah, sure. My character would have informed you. I actually thought you guys were listening in. My character did inform you about the wheel people, and now that you remind me of that, actually, is there any chance my character could see the
The custodian?
custodian?
Yeah,
Custodian.
I mean, that's where I was gonna go.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, but thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, to
My
clarify,
character
like
actually loves
the one in the middle, the one in the top center is Rainbow.
Yeah, let's go see
Oh yeah,
the
that's me.
cummerbund.
Hi, sorry. I ain't got no cam.
Right, so Elarin is sort of or the woman is in front of an altar that has a golden wheel rimmed in topaz on it. She turns when you approach, and she gazes into your eyes. She hesitates for a moment, looks to Aura, and says, "I see one of you has already suffered their fates."
Ooh.
Oh.
Spooky.
So I have.
Sin just
What's
like
that
walks
supposed to
walks to the gate and waits for everybody else. He's no interested in the.
May we
Anglish,
enter?
she gesticulates and she's like, "All are welcome in the wheelhouse."
That means we can go in, yeah.
Yeah, there's no like sitting room or anything, but it's here, and so is she.
So, do you know what you want to say? That's a you, Pat.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, so my character is going to she's going to be kind of silent, but when she does speak, she says, "So I have already experienced my fate. Do I have a future after this?"
Oh, we just gotta follow. Hold on, I need to watch SPM Vamp. Fun fact: you get to name generic NPCs. So pick any man at arms or the chef and give him a name when you follow. But yeah, so she says there are many fates and many destinies, but Aang here shows me a man turned half to ash, and you running. You're still running.
Is this in
My
my?
character turns to the side. She's overwhelmed with emotion. She's like,
Mm.
What?
Mm.
Am I missing something here?
She looks
I
to
feel like I'm
Vitaly
missing.
and she's like, "Why do you come here, Crownbreaker, if you do not know what you seek?"
Simply seek angel, yeah. Is here? Well,
No.
in vicinity of here.
Perhaps.
Don't you do a thing to find?
You would
Yeah, yeah.
know the treads of the wheel.
Can you do a thing to find if I
She nods, she shakes her head and she says, "I do not locate objects. Instead, I discern the future, fate, and destiny."
Can you discern future of specific place?
She
Is
thinks
it
about that
down-
for a moment and she says, "Not from here."
what about specific people and things that they may encounter in the next coming days?
She says she thinks she's like, "I could discern something of your futures if you were willing."
I mean, is there a price? Do you need like
I will
blood of lamb?
For you, I will do it for free, because I know that the Count desires this matter dealt with. But know that it is a burden that I cannot take back.
My character gesticulates to Boltrup's character, and she's like, "There's always a price."
I guess Soon and Armorwing are just hanging out outside as this conversation goes down.
Armorwing's just leaning against the side of the door frame, just kind of listening.
Sir Baldur kind of gesticulates to Armorwing, and he's like, "So, your name is Armorwing, but you don't wear armor. Is it the scales? Is that your armor?"
No, it's the name of my great uncle.
Oh, your uncle. That's
I've
fascinating.
taken his name.
Yep.
Headphone situation.
One moment. Good
That's
night.
amazing. What?
Your uncle. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's like, I see. I was also named for an ancestor. There's always been a Sir Baldwin. Meanwhile,
Fitting
inside,
tradition.
Aileron the Custodar, you know, she kind of draws a line of silvery beads between her fingers, and she says, "Well then, come. Let us not waste any more time. If you
What
would...
is burden? Is it physical upon you?
No, it is only knowledge upon your mind."
My character's like kind of frustrated with the silliness that the armor-clad gentleman is participating in.
So
He's like, of course, it's a mental burden.
burden is only on us, yeah? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, very well. I was afraid something might happen to you. If nothing happens, then it's okay.
She says, "I have been here long since before and will be after." She links the beads together at the top, and then whoosh, gesticulates, and they form a circle. They then begin to spin. She snaps her fingers, and golden lines appear between all of the links, creating spokes of light, which at the center begin to twist and turn, expand, as if though a liquid field in the center turns to a reflective pool, but rather than reflecting your face, it shows something. So anybody who gazes upon the surface makes a wisdom save.
Bicycle by Queen starts playing.
No, sad family. No.
I have to make a wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh god. I got a 12. Somehow.
Ooh, damn.
20.
Okay, so Vitaly, you see a strange series of images flash by: water, a forest, an old man with a stick, and then light.
Okay.
Aura sees the same things, but as the old man with the stick appears, she tastes the milked honey taste of angelic taint upon him. She smells the fine ambrosia of the angels in this visage. And
Dun, dun, dun.
and then
Not better than down here.
the image disappears, and she claps together the beads, and she says, "Go now, with knowledge of the day ahead." And she rolls the beads together, and then they're not, are they up her sleeve? Who knows? Ah. And then she says, "This ritual taxes me. I shall have to retire for the evening." And she's like,
That'll be $2.95.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
was gonna
character
say.
go with peace.
Aelin says, "Peace or no peace, I shall achieve my destiny or suffer my fate." As
she's walking out, she hears like this long-winded conversation about like
About
names.
uncles and stuff, yeah.
Like, but there's a legend in my family that our wings are as strong and defensive as armor. It's the strongest steel man has ever made. And that is why Armor Wing has been passed down through my family, from my uncle to my nephew.
Yep.
And then my dad was inspired and named me as well.
Seemed like he rolls his eyes at the two just like absolute idiots trying to have a conversation with each other.
What about you,
Sir
son?
Baldur is eating this shit right up, and he's like,
Son?
"How
This is your
fascinating!"
name.
And he's like, "I come from a long line of knights. We have served since Massive Ridge's founding. We ride out and give chase to ne'er-do-wells, and we serve when our master calls the banners. Yes, we are. We here are all loyal servants to Duke Arcthury."
As the other two come out, Soon's like, oh, thank God, let us leave.
Yeah. So you're looking at the man at arms and Sir Baldur as Sir Baldur is saying this, yeah? Or whoever is, just let me know.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna. So I just stepped out, and I'm gonna survey the scene too. So.
All of you
How'd it
make
go?
I'll
an
look at the guy.
insight check.
In the room.
Oh wait, am I not where this person is?
You're right
Yeah,
here.
you just stepped out. So if you survey
What's
the
your
room,
face?
the important thing is you're looking in generally this direction, and now you're rolling insight.
Sight, inside, or
All right, let me see. Roll.
Why are we
Define
insighting? Is
goatee.
that important?
I think she's
you want to
not.
know about his people?
I mean, our armor wing is just gonna be like, "Hey, how'd it go in the room?" What happened?
Soon notices. Also, you can change the character names, but soon notices a little bit of a twitch on the face of the man at arms as Sir Baldur was going on about protecting and serving. A twitch he's seen many times on many planes. A twitch of guilt.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just pocket that information. Thank you very much. Can I like try to remember this guy's face, like a little bit about him, maybe?
Yeah. In fact, did SMP give us an NPC name? Because if they did, we could definitely use it here. But I don't think they did. So
Okay, yeah.
I don't
moving
think
right
so.
along,
Armor wing doesn't-
I would say
Hey, cutie.
we'll call him Guilt at Arms.
Sure.
Yeah. So with that, if the party has no reason to tarry, you depart and rest for the night. All right. The party gains the effects of a long rest, and they are ready to leave the next day.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Let's go on to Mudtown. I mean,
Let's go
Rudtown.
to Rudtown. And surely, if we found our way onto like a fishing ship or any ship that's making its way across, perhaps we help them or offer some protection,
All right.
and they'll let us go across for free.
After an hour of shin-aching downwards hiking along the road southwest of Massa Ridge, you come to a confluence of roads, and near the Roiling River, you see, a gathering of shanties and houses, and they've got nets out and something like a small pier, and some boats pulled up on the shore, but mostly, they're out fishing.
Oh damn! Wait, what's this? Background sailor.
Yeah, somebody smartly
So-
chose these sails.
So Armor Wing
That's
is going to try and
Hella
see
useful.
what's going on at the harbors. And
Alright,
see
so
if he can
it's
secure
harbor is
a-
a strong word. These are some lads, some of whom have like dinghies. That being said, he meets
that's fit.
a friendly old commoner who's smoking on his pipe, and he goes, "Oh, well, if it isn't a dragonborn. Oh, it's been a while since I saw of you. I think his name was Dove or something. Oh, great sailor, that Dover. Say, are you a sailor too?
I happen to be one myself, yes.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate the life of the sea.
I was just gonna go check on my nets for a sailor across the water. Well, you can't come with me, we can trade old sea shanties. I used to be a sailor on the high seas before I found myself back here. Oh,
It's a tough life. If you need help, I will definitely help you.
He's like, oh, well,
if I may bring my friends along too.
well, my old rod and reel don't stand up quite like they used to. So if you have a solution for that, I would be greatly in your debt. The missus suffers greatly for lack of attentions.
Maybe we can figure something out.
Can we get some Armor Wing singing, please?
Armor Wing
Some shambles?
casually offers him some fucking Viagra to deal with that problem. This is the old sailor man just telling you about his life problems. He's like, oh, and I guess there's an angel flying around killing people or something. Oh, if you would deal with that, many people would like you around here. Maybe take up a collection.
Yeah, wait, Jill. We're not cooking the sailor.
12-sided guy is like, well, I know how to deal with that. No, this is Dirk Cutlass, sir, not appearing in this adventure, has a different solution than Armorwing.
Wait, that wasn't what he meant? Oh, yes, of course.
He was
So yeah, so do you take him up on his offer to go across the way and check on the nets?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. He sees that you have like 3 friends and that they have heavy armor, and he's like, "Oh, hey, will they all be coming with us?"
I
Yes.
think we make
Those are the friends who are helping.
Yes, we definitely are.
My boat may drag a little in the water, but it would be a real rattle to my bones to be taking such an adventurous crew as yours across the way. I'll say, what are you all here out to do? Bear hunting, perhaps? He points to Vitaly's halberd.
We are
Keep going.
for a most dangerous game.
Yeah, I was gonna say we are definitely on a hunt for bears.
My
I don't
character
know.
eyes him with her scarred eye.
You heard
Fair
about
enough.
those angels destroying towns? Well,
The old fisherman is like a little bit disturbed by you like aggressively eyeing him, but he kind of shifts his focus to the others. He's like, "Oh yeah, angels, it's been pretty terrible." But
it's an honor as a sailor to have the opportunity to get rid of these creatures to help protect.
he's like,
Well,
"Oh
we
yes,
can men like
oh yes, what a fine fellow you are. What armor scale was it?"
Armor wing.
Sim just like presses his hands to his forehead, like, "Can we get on with it, please?"
Yeah. So you guys load into the boat, and it does.
No, this is
lean
the
heavy.
conversation as we're like loading
It
up the boat.
it
We're
leans
catching
heavy
the
in the
nets.
water, and you get the feeling that you don't want to have this many heavily armored and armed people in this small fishing boat for too long, because it's only meant to really carry like one old man.
Wait, it's heavily
So,
armored. here.
Cole, can you give me Poldrup's wearing like plate?
I'm wearing plate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
armor wing. Give me an athletics. Row your boat.
Row your boat gently down
Can I
the
assist?
stream.
Oof,
What?
that's a good roll.
Yeah, you almost got a 20 there.
Hi, Jade. The tastiest of the seas. Yeah, so you really quickly just like rowboat him across. You could almost say you motorboated him, and you arrive at the far side. You arrive at the far side post haste, you've traveled about 12 miles now through this prettyish wilderness, and it's mostly been open, but you find yourselves in some thick ass trees. You get the feeling that a druid would really like to hang out here, but as you wander on, you finally come upon the town of Aversglade. And
Wow.
We made good time.
yeah.
You make good time indeed.
Yeah, it's about midday as you arrive.
Do we like? Are we close enough to kind of sense if the angel's still here?
So can you
Do I taste anything?
so you have a specific feat related to this that you guys
5-minute
can
ritual.
Let me see. I have angelic insights, attunement, and anticipation of the righteous.
I took the combat one, sorry, y'all.
no, all of you should have anticipation of the righteous, which should be getting you more or less what you need here.
Yeah.
Should we?
So are
we
we
come
vaguely-
within 10 miles of a crowned up angel, they become vaguely aware of its direction. It grows more precise as we approach to a very precise pinpoint azimuth at around 1 mile away.
All right, so it's
So as we
specific.
approach the town, there's even more. As a 5-minute ritual, Crownbreaker may listen to the Song of the Winds to detect any divine magical residue within a 5-mile radius. If it is within 5 miles, they are vaguely disturbed but are unsure of the source, only the direction, northeast, southwest. If within 1 mile, they are acutely aware of the silhouette of the caster as if those seen through their spiritual shadow. They can point directly at the area the effect manifested.
Yep.
If a Crownbreaker is affected by a magical effect caused by an angel, they know it was fine.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys arrive in town. Most people seem to be indoors, even though it's midday, or you don't see that many people out anyway. They have some fields and stuff, but you see people chopping wood. You guess that this is more logging than farming village, and you see some stacks of logs to confirm that. You guys arrive in Avers Glade, and commoners start to notice you. You're a really weird bunch. They kind of start to retreat indoors, or like sort of bunch up around the square and eye you suspiciously.
I eye them back.
With eye, the creepy one or the normal one?
With scarred eye.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, you've obviously arrived in town. There's no sign of violence here, and you don't detect a crowned up angel within 10 miles of you.
So,
Do we have a reason to be here then? I mean, we can talk to people, I suppose, but...
There was an angel sighting here.
There we go.
But this is specifically a place where an angel was sighted, but nobody got killed.
Was anything, like,
Interesting.
damaged or anything?
No. I mean, the account is just an angel touched down here, and the rumor is that it talked to some people before leaving.
all right, we need to find those people that it talked to.
Yeah.
Nervous, or my character's nervous. She's
Armor Wing keeps an eye out.
there.
Of anybody approaching as they talk to everybody.
Yeah. Soon kind of, like, walks into the square, and he's like...
I'll keep watch.
So angels in Crownbreakers are wrapped up in something called the Giving War. Basically a split over nerd arguments about lawful versus good in the lawful good context. And some of them, particularly those who break law, wind up around doing things that maybe aren't that great. And that's where Crownbreakers come in.
Losers.
So yeah, you get Soon walks into the town square, and some people with axes over their shoulders see you, and they kind of check you out, and they're like, "What's that on your hip?"
Nothing you need to worry about yourself with. Can we kind of see is this building in the middle here, like the kind of main building of the town, or?
It looks like it's a larger building. Like it looks like maybe it has like a half story on top of it.
Okay.
Is there a bar somewhere we can pass?
You based on like the stuff you hear coming out of like the narrow windows and stuff, not quite enough to see through. It does sound like maybe this is. It definitely seems like a place people are congregating, and it's got a sign over the door.
Remember, there are reports of people being in cahoots with Angel. These might not be friendly. Watch tongue.
Yeah, so you
How's
guys can say or do whatever you would like at this point. It does. There's kind of a sign. It's just like a painted lily over the door of this building.
But it does look kind of like a tavern, yeah.
Considering these commoners, I guess, like, how dangerous do they seem to be? Like, do they seem like
they have axes, but they don't seem like fighting folk.
okay. Like, is there anything like maybe Armor Wing's danger sense can, like, I guess, sense from?
Give me. I need the exact text of danger sense.
Oh, okay. It's basically you gain an uncanny sense of things nearby if they're not as they should be. Detecting traps, or at least having advantage when it comes to dexterity saving throws.
There's no impending danger akin to a trap here.
Okay, that is fair.
So there's this guy outside. This guy
is soon walking towards the.
This guy's like,
I'm-
"You here for a drink, stranger?"
Perhaps.
Might be interested, but first we need to find what we're looking for.
I'm the keeper. If your coin is good, you can have a drink inside.
Speaking about that, how much coin do we have?
So true.
I have 10.
I got 15.
I didn't take any.
Hmm.
Okay, Jen.
Yeah, so you guys are free to say or do whatever you want here, but
I mean, yeah.
the door is
I'm going in
closed.
the
Are you
bar.
just gonna like force your way in? Like you're just gonna open the door?
Is there? He wants like a cover. Is what he's saying?
He's no, he's basically just he's like, what are you doing here? And you guys, and he's like, are you trying to get a drink? And you
Yeah,
just
we're
sort of
going in.
not
I just
answering.
said perhaps. I said maybe.
All
If
right.
you live
But it's
in
none
a
of your damn
we're
business.
He
is what I
doesn't
said.
like the
I said
idea
we're
of
I'm thirsty.
he doesn't seem like he likes the idea of maybe getting paid, but you know, he deals and he comes and stands behind the bar. And turns out he's the keeper, as he calls himself, and there's sort of like an off area over here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Someone who provides. Oh, he greets you at the door, and then okay. He seems to be an interesting fellow, I guess.
I don't
So-
think it's intentional, but we can see this by the way, Lee. I'm just saying.
stairs.
I put down dynamic lighting.
Nope.
No.
Oh wait a
It's
minute, wait.
right
Have
here.
you always been able to see all of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see the whole map. Yeah,
Yeah,
Alright,
we can see you building stairs right
and like all these empty rooms and stuff.
There you
Ah,
go.
there you
now.
go.
Yeah.
So here I thought I was
Yay.
clever speed mapping ahead of you.
No, we saw everything.
Yeah, we definitely saw everything.
Actually, so don't worry. There's as you can see, there's not much to see here.
You see what you see.
Yeah, so you guys, so Aura, you just randomly like walk across this tavern floor and then see that there's like a back area with some stairs down. The
Yeah.
commoners are sitting around like drinking and eating, and they kind of like grumble and look around and like, what are all these well-armed out-of-towners doing here? And the keeper's like,
My character's looking for the bar.
yeah, the bar is
I was
right
gonna
here.
say, is there any characters kind of sitting around? Anybody that looks a little
Everyone here looks like a grimy peasant.
Fair enough. Well, I think we could use some breakfast maybe. I don't know.
They all have a
Is
very
anybody,
pronounced eyebrow, which you're given to understand they call the Master's Ridge.
Ah,
Okay. Nobody's giving us any like shifty eyes or anything.
Well, they don't seem comfortable about the fact that four really weird-looking, well-armed people just barged in. No, they kind of seem to be getting a little bit closer to their axes and hatchets than they were a second ago.
I see.
And
Right.
the keeper's like, "So, maybe you want some information, and maybe you're gonna buy a drink."
Seems like, and maybe both.
It's time to drink, yeah?
He first he's tapping his head at Soon, like you're getting the idea. Then he snaps his finger at Vidaly, and he's like, "Yes, drink." And so he says something in like a woman emerges with like a tray of some booze. It's slop. I mean, you know, you see a head coming off of it. It smells like alcohol. He doesn't really bother telling you what it is. He's just like,
It's fine.
he's like,
Soon's
yeah, he's like 2 coppers a mug.
Sin's gonna like down it, and then like as it's before it like hits his like tongue and like in his throat and everything, he's just gonna like redirect it like through his body kind of thing, and just kind of like make a.
Armorwing is curious
Changing it around his
what
body.
these
No, just
grungy
like yeah,
humans
like just kind of like a like
Your tongue.
chipmunking
try.
it without like actually like
So hold on. So
being obvious about it.
Yeah, so Armorwing, you want to
Armorwing
know?
is curious what these grimy humans eat. He will try some.
It's kind
yeah,
of
my
like
character.
I'll pay you.
People-
Pay you.
All right. He'll. It's 1 copper from some slop, or 5 for bread. It's a half loaf.
Drink
Hey.
is 2?
Yeah, the drink is 2. And he's like,
All right.
prices have been going up. They're really gouging over bread these days, the bastards. But we have some
Armor
fine
means-
mushroom soup from our own glade here in Glade.
All right. I'll try some.
All right, you try some.
My character. Yeah, my character's gonna drop a gold coin on the table, and she's going to say,
His
"Do you have
eyes
anything
open.
that?" Sorry.
His eyes open, and he like snatches it up and bites it.
Yeah. She's going to say, "Do you have anything that tastes more like ambrosia?"
He's like, I don't know what that is, but wait.
at least something that tastes.
I
like
have something we
food.
call silver lightning. and he like snaps to the wench, and he brings up like she brings up like a vial of something, and he kind of like mixes it into like a different mug, and he's like, "It's stiff though, I warn you."
Oh, I'm sure I've had stiffer.
Yeah, so he puts it down in front of you, and it reeks of grain alcohol.
Wait.
I'm just gonna like push this guy out of the way. By the way, he can just go sit somewhere else.
So you want to like physically remove this man?
I mean, I'm gonna like kind of eye him and like give him a look, like move without actually saying anything.
All right,
And,
want to
like,
roll
we can
intimidate?
sit at
Roll
this
intimidate for
table
me.
right
Roll
here.
intimidate. This man's a lumberjack. He's not going to be pushed around by just any city slicker.
Intimidation, you said?
Yeah.
You can come on the other side, son.
Oh yeah. He immediately he like picks up his slop and he's like, yeah, I'll bring the bowl back later. He's out of there. Boom, gone. Sir has removed
Do I have to roll
himself.
a Constitution check for this?
Oh,
this
are you gonna
silver-
drink the silver lightning?
Wait.
That's a
Can I
con
hit-
save right there.
All right.
All right.
Wait.
We're gonna have an incapacitated Crownbreaker already.
Wait, what is? Why are you telling me to wait?
So Vitaly is just trying to get Aurora to not drink.
I want to drink some of that. And I'm pointing at your drink.
Okay, my character hands it to you.
Huh?
This
So-
isn't what I wanted, not really.
So like, I took a sip.
A sip.
Lee.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not drinking your whole
Yeah.
drink.
Okay, so you took a sip.
Yeah.
Then I would say roll a con save with advantage.
Okay. Jesus.
I will be right back. I have to find a fucking charger.
19.
Oh.
It looks like you did it.
I'm gonna let my dog out really quick. She's.
All right, I'm gonna get another cup of alcohol
Alright,
for myself.
apparently.
Hey, chat. I guess this is an
Yeah.
impromptu break. So you get to hang out with me and
And me.
the other guy.
Oh, I'm the other guy now. Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Rainbow.
I didn't know we were. I didn't. Wow. I didn't know.
Still
we were,
getting
like,
used
in
to
the
everybody's
corner.
voice.
Oh my gosh.
I
It's
have to
okay.
look sometimes.
It's all good. It's all good. Hello.
So how you doing, chat? I'm interested to see
All right,
what
friends, what's up?
the slop, the bread, and the ale taste like. I'm excited.
All right,
I just
describe
watched
to
you
me
return-
briefly Armorwing's like previous. Well, so he was a sailor, right?
Yeah.
All right, to a sailor, this slop is like slop.
It's like medium slop.
It's like he's had it before. It's alcohol. It'll get you drunk.
Oh,
Does he get the good shit? Does he also drink some of the good shit? Like the silver lightning?
I think.
By the way,
everybody else
Vitaly, it hits
is
you
doing
and
it.
you're like,
You
damn.
can't be left out.
It reminds him of Little Water from Home Country.
Tastes good.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of the good
what-
shit.
So I'm like, is it any good?
No, I just meant you pouring alcohol.
Dang. She's taking the diesel shot.
Yeah,
Armor Wings
over an
like,
hour
can I
in.
have some more?
Yeah.
More.
Crazy.
More.
So,
Why don't
Tastes
you
like
take my whole
little
cup
water.
and pour it up
Refreshing.
to something else?
well, 12-sided. It's going very well. They're in a tavern drinking. So, you know, classic hashtag bro moments.
I've been trying to like cut in and ask him for information, but
All right,
nobody
so
wants to talk about alcohol.
Armorwing, if you do drink the silver lightning, you have to roll a con save advantage. Just take a sip. The soup is actually pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, but the drink is not great. It's medium
Yeah.
for a sailor. It's medium.
Wow.
Armorwing's feeling like buzzed off of a sip. This is some good shit. This is some high concentrate shit. Like he's like, "Aye, silver lightning. We ferment it from the mushrooms."
Now that we've all had our drinks,
Yeah.
onto
Like
the other part of that deal, information.
The keeper's like, he looks around like the.
Wait, did I roll my save right?
Yeah.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, and as has been
okay.
happening, almost everyone but
Just
this
as
one
it's-
woman has sort of wind up filtering out of the tavern. And he kind of looks over at her, and she kind of doesn't look back at him, and he sits there for a moment, bites his lip, and he says, "What kind of information would you be looking for?"
Soon kind of like leans forward and like looks him like dead in the eyes, and he's like, "The angelic kind."
He goes a little pale and he says, "Fuck." And he's like, "You are the Crownbreakers then."
My character's like, you were a little more direct than I was going to be, but that works.
I don't care. I get shit done.
He sighs and he's like, "No reason making a secret of it. Half the fucking town's just off and gone on some stupid fucking quest. All because some roving light-based murderer touched down in a field and waved his sword around. Listen, I didn't go anywhere there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's involved. All I know is it wasn't me. It wasn't my wench. It was none of my customers. Okay, maybe some of my occasional customers.
So what's the true story? Were they your customers or not?
No, they weren't my regulars, but you know, I'm the only game in town. Like, if you want a drink, you gotta come here if you don't have your own stash. They all lived here. Half the damn town is off now. On the road
Off
somewhere.
where?
On the road somewhere. I don't know. They put on the most ragged robes they could find, picked up sticks, fashioned them into quarterstaffs, and just said.
Can I roll insight to know if he actually knows where they went or not?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
My character's like north or south?
He's like, oh, they set up the road north.
Do you know when they left?
He's like, yeah, 3 days ago when the angel arrived.
They headed north 3 days ago.
So
Surely it's not correlated. Not in a story. Not in a campaign. No. They moved on their own accord. Just coincidence, right?
Well, they said that they were going on a quest. A whole bunch of things.
Oh.
Completely
Like this was like totally like disclosed to people. Like, yeah, the angel's like taking us on a quest. Like,
I mean,
They didn't tell us exactly what the angel said. They just raved on about injustice and blood of brothers, and said that the only way to put it right was to put it right.
Suspicious enough.
They gave me the feeling of a mob about to go beat someone to death with sticks, which is just possibly the most daft thing I've ever heard, because he gesticulates around like there's like a hatchet on the wall. The woman drinking has a fucking axe. He's like, everyone in this village has a damn axe. If you're going to go and kill someone, why not take a fucking axe?
okay, real quick, do we know if there is an angel who likes to like it does things like this, that likes to like create mobs or something? Like, is this like?
This wouldn't be too far out of character for a law speaker. You can roll like, I would say religion to just try and bring up a list. But I would say, and you have advantage because you're a Crownbreaker. Off of that insight, Pat, you know that, well, Aura knows that the Keeper is basically being straight with you because you've paid him a lot of money at this point.
good. That's what I want.
My rolls, please.
So 15, considering advantage on the religion check. Does this is this the modus operandi of anyone we know?
Yeah.
This, you wouldn't know, you don't know of any angel that would be operating in this fashion. It sounds, the whole burning shit to the ground sounds like an Avenger. The whole getting mobs together sounds like a law speaker. So you just have to assume that this particular angel is based on whatever reason they found to be here and whatever warped conception they have of what's going on and how to fix it, has motivated them to operate at least slightly outside of their normal bounds. But which is to them completely within their bounds.
Well, this is strange.
Yeah.
And we're sure it's just one angel?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, there's definitely like, do we know if it's possible? Do angels work together? Is that a thing? Like,
I mean, angels generally do, but the people you catch out here are normally rogue. Suffice to say, if an angel has hung around in the prime material long enough to get a contract on them, they are probably rogue, and they are probably not directly fighting in the Giving War, but they are probably someone who split during the Giving War. Those are the things you have generally found to be true in your times. It would be very exceptional for those things to not be true. So you think that whoever this is, that they're running around acting like this and they haven't split yet, indicates they're a nutcase.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, that's peachy.
Well, that's all I wanted to know. I'm
So I
down
guess
to get
we're
out of
heading
here.
Yep. So the keeper's like, yeah, that's pretty much all I saw. After they met in the field, the angel took off and flew for the hills, and they went north.
Hey,
When you're done your
character-
food, I'm ready to go.
yeah. She's also kind of ready to go. She wants to say, anyone noteworthy go with the angels? Like,
He sighs and he's like, Old Man Lawson was the village elder before he up and fucked off. So yeah, noteworthy.
Yeah.
He gives you a
Sounds
brief
like old
description of
man
his
one.
face.
Okay, cool.
all right.
I'm down
Go
to get
fill
out
us
of this
with-
shithole.
Sounds
All right.
like the angel will have a bit of a company.
Yep. So the crew just bounces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gathering you guys up in a square to
Oh,
pop you off.
okay.
Man, I'm getting some lag all of a sudden. I take the door with you, probably. Oh no, I'm not. All right. Because I think I didn't have Aura's name right and something. Whatever. So yeah, you guys arrive, and by arrive I mean depart.
Totally the same thing.
Yeah, so you are you are here in Avers Glade, and it's about midday.
All right.
How long would it take us to get to the burned down place here?
About the rest of the day.
Wait, hold on. So, is the map north and south running like a normal map?
Yeah, this is north. This is south.
Okay, so if the posse left for the north, should we go north too?
I don't think we care too much about them. I think
I
we'd
mean,
rather.
They might be causing something if we can figure it out.
Yeah, but we're not here to quell a group of people. We're here to kill an angel.
Right.
All right,
Well, were they following the angel, or is it just is it actually cool?
It seems like to me they kind of have like orders or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can find out the hard way. We can just go to the bird downtown and then hear what they did later.
I don't know. Like this place is like gone already, so it's probably a good place to start. And then both of these
Yeah.
places are like in danger, right? That's basically what you told us today. Like they're like.
There have
Yeah.
been sightings, and people died at Yelton and Carson when there were sightings, and Turnton is burned down.
So that seems like a better place to start in my head.
All right. The way I'm thinking though is that if the posse on a quest is going up north, I imagine they're following the angel north. And if they left
That's what
3
I
days ago, we didn't run across them on the on our journey, did we?
No,
No,
nothing was mentioned.
It was also 3 days prior.
Yeah.
3 days.
So this would have been before.
This would have been
we
before
started.
we even showed up.
So I think it's safe to say they didn't go up to Ross Day. They
Right.
didn't remain anywhere in Ridgetown, so that means
did
they
not
went
go
up
up here.
here. They went on
Yeah,
this
they
It
side.
could be over here. Some like we don't know.
Anyone
North
who-
north of here is like
That's
like
a-
any
Well-
of this is north of here technically.
Right. We would have known if they'd gone. I think we would have known if they'd gone north, west. Northeast, though, I think is a possibility. We've got this fielded area, this area.
I'm just saying we're kind of like we're kind of walking in the dark if we go this way. Like we don't
That's
have
true.
much information.
I was going to say, do we know what? You remember they were freaking out. They weren't related, were they?
No,
Well,
they,
alright.
they were from.
Yeah, an angel sighting's gonna freak everybody out.
There was definitely an angel sighting here, right? Like near.
And if they were going, if the angel was going north,
The furthest north of the angel has been sighted is Avers Glade.
Oh, really? Okay,
But the angel seems to be advancing where they appear.
so
Periodically.
these people that were hurt, like on their way to Master Ridge or whatever, they were.
They could have been
The
from
people who
the
you
other
encountered
side.
here, or definitely they told you they're from Turnton. That's how you know where it
Okay,
is
yeah,
in
that's what I
Esperanto.
thought. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you,
figured so too.
encountered the
That's what
refugees
yeah,
from
they were
Turnton.
just
My
like-
memory is bad, so yeah, okay. So we can cross that out. They're not related.
Right.
No.
That's what I'm thinking. So it's going to be one of these 3 villages. Now, I don't think that we should play Russian roulette with which village it is, considering that, you know, going to any one of these villages is going to take a significant amount of time, and we really can't afford to waste time when we're
I
talking
think
about the village and a
Wait, sorry.
I think we could just continue with our mission of going to the town that was recently attacked. So we might as well go to Turnton.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
I'll just continue the mission. We'll just keep going.
I
until
mean,
there's
wait,
a
like if you guys have
drastic
a different, you guys want to go north instead?
No. We're just wondering because
There's
of
3
people.
different places that the mob could have gone.
Yeah.
It's not worth it at this point in time.
We go the
We'll
wrong
find out later. Oh, at least we know.
happened?
At least
At least we have, like, we'll definitely get something out of going this way, most likely. Like, this is probably not going to do anything.
You
We're
reach
going.
a fork in the road as night falls.
hey guys, now let's change our minds again at the fork in the road.
You encounter a man in what appear to be fine clothes, but you notice that he's sort of like got something wrapped around his waist sort of hastily to protect his modesty. He seems to be going quite pantless at this point in time, and he is both excited and embarrassed to see you, and he says, "Oh, travelers, please."
Hello? Yeah.
Please what?
How now? Are you mercenaries?
Sure.
I am Veds. Veds the merchant. I travel this region. About a week ago I was kidnapped and waylaid in the hills. I've been wandering for almost a week, and I've just now found the road, and I would really be help. Some directions and perhaps some pants would be very greatly appreciated.
Pants.
My character has a spare skirt that she can lend the man.
He's like, he sees it, he kind of like grimaces. He's like, thank you, kind adventurer." Kind of like he hoops his way into the skirt, and you know, he moves it around wrapped there earlier, and he's like strikes an anime girl pose, and he's like, "Thank you so much, kind traveler. I would share my wealth with you if I still had it, but I've been relieved of all my earthly possessions and half my clothes and all my fine jewels."
Perhaps you can start with a bit of a more lofty exchange.
Wait, so he's like he actually isn't wearing pants.
No,
Is
he's
that what
not.
I'm
He's
getting?
wearing like a towel at most. Maybe
Yeah, he's got like a little rag.
He's now wearing a
Going
skirt.
off situation.
Well, now he's wearing a skirt, so
Yeah.
we're all good.
Woo woo.
My character is since she gave him the skirt, she wants to ask. You have no worldly possessions, yes, but perhaps you have something a little bit more lofty. Do you have any knowledge with regards to angels?
Dun, dun, dun.
Angels? Ved seems alarmed, but then something like a gear is turning in the back of his head, and he's like, "Damn, that must be what this is all about."
Perhaps.
He
Yes,
says,
more.
Explain
he says-
yourself.
He's
Keep
like,
speaking.
"Well, I was waylaid by some bandits. They kept me prisoner in some rotted out keep. I think they're called the Hatchet Boys. Maybe their leader was a woman named Magna. I don't know. She had a foul temper and a flaming axe. Anyway, they all upped and left after some screaming and some flashing of lights. I'm not sure what it was all about. I just took the opportunity to run.
Where was this?
I'm not quite sure myself. It was the hills, and he gesticulates in this direction.
Sorry, which direction?
You said the ruined castle, yeah?
Like that.
Yeah, he's like, yes, I was in some ruined castle. They kept me prisoner there.
And we
How long
we,
ago
we would
was it?
definitely know that there's like a castle. Like we would
So
have enough
he-
information about the area to know there's a castle there.
So we, as previously established on the map, you saw 3 castles. You saw
Okay.
Massa Ridge, you saw one in the woods to the north, and one by the hills to the south.
Let me see.
So yeah, he gesticulates. Wait, he says that this was about a week ago. He thinks. It's been hard to keep track of time, but you know the days passed, maybe 6 or 7. So yeah, up until about a week ago, there were bandits here, and they fled, and he took the opportunity to flee as they were distracted, or fleeing themselves down the road.
Well, that sounds like angels, my friend.
Oh,
We're here to kill them.
He's like, well, they're here to kill an angel, but why if they're killing bandits?
They're killing a lot more than bandits.
Oh no, is this one of the... Oh, you're Crownbreakers then?
Aye.
Yes. Were you at the city of 7 Rivers? You recognize the city of 7 Rivers as 5 years ago, a lawgiver led a revolution in the city and decapitated the nobility, and the merchants, they started to like heavily tax the merchants, so the merchants all pooled their money together to pay Crownbreakers to come kill the new leader. And it was a really big battle involving a lot of Crownbreakers because they didn't have to just break the crown. The law speaker had like a mortal army. So the Crownbreakers brought a mercenary army. And he's like, my cousin was at the 7 Rivers. He said the Crownbreakers can see behind their heads and leap 15 feet into the air and all sorts of other fantastical things. Are they true?
duh, all is true.
Well then,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here to deal with whatever's going on.
I mean,
Heard
Sam
Then
kind of like produces a third eye like on the side of his head. He's like, indeed.
he's like, oh, how magical. Well, I shan't tarry you any longer. Many thanks, madam, for this fine garment to gird my loins, and may you all have a safe journey. And he disappears.
Go?
He disappears
Yeah,
up the
she
road.
mentions that the town that we came. What was it? It was not Mudcook. It was
Navar's
the
Glade.
first-
Oh, the first
no.
one we came from, Roste?
Yeah. Well, all right. No, she says that Aversblade is currently safe.
Yeah, so he's
For
like,
traveling.
yeah, and you I guess you indicated where it is, and he'll follow up the road towards it. And he's got, you know, the sun is beginning to set, but he's perhaps got enough time to reach there before it's midnight, and you have equal time to reach Turnton. So you arrive at Turnton at night,
So,
and
real quick, before we do that,
yeah, before you part way with the feds.
before we go towards Turnton, would we have the same, like, would getting to this cape be the same amount of time? Or
No, for 2 reasons. 1,
Okay.
this is 9 miles. This is 12 miles. 2, along a road near some hills.
Gotcha.
You would get there well into the night.
That's okay. Let's not do that.
Right. So is everyone fine with just continuing down the road to Turnton?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's
You
go.
you arrive in Turnton and you see a half-burnt waste. You immediately recognize this as the work of balefire. Angelic flame that some angels can summon and toss at will. Kind of like a fireball, but its destruction is different in nature. It hasn't burned and spread like a normal fire would. This is absolutely an angel's handicraft. That being said, there's been a
Sounds like it.
different fire lit in one of the other destroyed buildings that sort of took out its like half-story crawl space basement. There's collapsed wood and ash in it. Nothing alive is here other than some chickens who have escaped their coop.
Oh, like everybody's gone? Like,
Yeah, there's nobody here.
Turnton is gone.
oh,
Towards the
okay.
city center, you see many piles of ash.
Oof.
You are familiar enough with an angel crowning up to know what that came from.
Yeah.
You suspect that anybody who did not flee is now dead.
Can
You
we do
probably
a little,
encountered almost all the survivors in Richmond.
A little bit of investigating around.
Certainly. Can you
and
tell
try to like identify what kind of angel we're looking at.
So you're trying to identify things about like the angel's like
Yeah,
nature and attacks.
like just from the destruction and like.
All right, yeah. So roll investigation for that. Is anybody? So you guys just like kicking around, like looking at the damage, or
Yeah.
Just normal or with advantage?
Let's sleuth.
I would say that's
Yeah.
I'd say that's with advantage, given you are a Crownbreaker.
Okay.
Is there anything? Does anybody like look at anything else?
Can we tell, like, I guess, how it was done, or?
Well,
I mean, if it was just burned, then I don't think it really matters.
it wasn't burned.
Oh,
in
you
the
said
traditional
perception or
sense.
investigation?
I said investigation.
Oops.
So they, well, I'd say you can like perceive that like you smell. Obviously, you smell rotting food coming from the twice burned building. But yeah, Cole, like this wasn't burned down like with a torch, except for one building. Most of it was sheared away with radiant damage dealt by balefire, and you guys confirm that this is an angel that can definitely just toss balefire at will, which is basically like a fireball, but with radiant damage.
That's not great. This means we're we're up against a very powerful angel.
Yep. So, that is the situation. Is there anything else you guys would like to look around? There's the chicken coop. There's the buildings that have been ruined. There's the buildings less ruined.
I guess let's look. Okay. Armorwing's going to look for survivors. He's not very good at like investigating, so he's just going to look for survivors then.
Okay, he wants to roll investigation to look for survivors. You said he's not very good at investigation.
Yeah. Can you just like perceive for survivors?
You can just look, or you can just walk around and look, and you can roll perception
he'll
in
just
case they're
walk
hiding.
around.
Yeah, with 20. Again, this plate, you confirm this place is totally empty except for the chickens. Pat, you see, or Aura sees almost all of the footsteps leaving here are headed east. She finds one set headed south. It does not follow the road, it cuts directly south. They made some attempt to conceal their path.
Let me do a perception check. Is there anything special about this set of feet?
Looks like heavy boots.
Heavy boots? Okay. I'm going to relay this to the party.
I'd like to dig around that twice burned house.
All right. Can you roll investigation for me?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull up my sheet. Fucking be bad. Of course.
You look at it, you see it, there's lots of burnt wood and like stuff collapsed down, and you see that's where the rotting fruit smell is coming from. Other than that, you can't really tell. It looks like a lot of shit's been burned here. And it's been gutted by a fire in a way that the other stuff hasn't, because it's there, like, the burn begins and ends very abruptly when it was an angel's radiant light. But here, it's like an organic fire tore through the wood and just...
Can we tell which happened first? Like, is there any way to find out? Like the fire or the radiance?
With an investigate like that? I would say
Can
that...
I help with it?
Yeah. Rainbow or Pat can try.
With advantage, right?
This isn't with advantage, no.
Jeez.
All right, let me guys are clearly incompetent.
All right. So everyone kind of stands around looking. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. What do you think?" Like you know, like the incompetent cops in any show who sit around eating donut. Like, I don't know. Before the protagonist arrives and suddenly just like fucking eagle eye vision
Like,
from Assassin's Creed. And they're like,
pushes his glasses up and is like, "Of course."
I accidentally
It's so
rolled an
simple.
intimidation. I'm actually just gonna go with that first. So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, guys, that guy, you don't know what you're doing."
All right, and then you just hop down there into the gutted thing, and you find a almost totally empty pouch with a gold and 3 silver in it. It's been ripped. You see other debris, and you notice one of the crates as you like dust away the dirt and such, because it was partially embedded in the dirt. That's why it was there. You see that it has an embroidered V on it.
Embroidered what?
It had not embroidered, but it's got like a stylized V on the wood.
Hold on a sec. What was the merchant's name?
Veds.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you see some other things down here that look like they maybe were once like kind of nice fabric, or perhaps like the residue left from incense. It's burned, obviously, so most of it is ash, but not the kind of very fine ash left by a crown up. The kind of ash left by something that's been proper burned by a torch. And the fire's just spread and consumed it. But there are bits and scraps here and there. And furthermore, you link up that one set of footsteps. It starts here. It comes up from the south. It's here. It leaves from here. It tries to conceal its tracks on the way back.
So, sorry. It comes up from the south and goes north then?
No, it leaves the same way it came.
Leaves the same way.
This is the sole solitary southerly set of tracks.
So it comes here first and then goes back, or it goes there first and then comes back here?
It originates from outside of town to the south.
Okay.
It leaves to the south along the same trail.
Gotcha.
Due south is the keep.
Well, I believe we know where we're going.
You can see it in the distance. It's only 6 miles away. That being said, it is night.
Is there any kind of shelter that we can take?
Yeah, is there anything that is not destroyed that we can...
One of the buildings has half a roof remaining, and that half is the half with the bed in it. It's large enough for one people, maybe two if they are peasant husband and peasant wife.
Hammerwing just jumps and destroys the whole bed? No.
Yeah, my character's pretty lithe and thin, so if anybody wants to share the bed with her.
Is it cuddle time?
No, I'm good. I can take first watch.
Alright.
I'll take second watch.
Third.
Armorwing will take third watch.
Oh, fourth.
Or not.
All good. I'll just wake up early for the last shift.
Are we long resting here to get to the morning? Or like how late is it already? Like
it's night. It's into the night. It's like 8 p.m.
We've been walking for a while.
But so like definitely like if we wanted to start moving again in the morning, it would be a long rest kind of thing.
You could short rest.
Would it be morning if we short rest? Like
it would be just before morning.
You might as well just rest.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, so you guys rest. Koom takes the first watch. And right as you are about to relieve the next person... Wait, hold on. So, where are people sleeping? So...
I'm on the bed.
Alright, you're on the bed. Where are Vitaly and Armorwing?
Armorwing's probably just sleeping on the floor.
Probably floor as well.
Post against the wall.
Ura has been shunned. There is no cuddles tonight. You all shoot awake with the same sensation that I need people's character names on things because I keep saying Rainbow, but it's Rainbow's character Koom or Room. Soon feels straight to the south the sensation of a angel who's crowned up. What's more,
my spider
he
sensitive.
sees the light coming from one of the towers of the keep.
oh boy.
Yeah, he takes off, and you see this golden figure fly to the south and east.
And does it notice us?
If it has, it doesn't fly towards you.
It's just dipping, like it's gone, like
He heads south and east.
All right,
Okay.
my character.
This is before your rest
is
has
like,
occurred.
Should we make chase?
yeah, I mean yeah. Right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's get going.
So on foot across the hills, and that's like a half day's travel. So like you guys haven't rested, to clarify. Like you've gone through like one watch, so maybe gotten a short rest. It's the middle of the night. Like this happens around midnight. Do you take off?
My character actually got like a short rest worth, so she's of the opinion that we should take off. But if anybody else wants to say
I mean,
otherwise,
yeah, let's. I also agree. Let's get going.
All right, which way do you go?
It's not like we needed
Take
HP or
off.
anything. Yeah, let's get going.
I am a human, so if it's very dark, I might need. What conditions? Is it full moon, like low light, or?
It is it's an almost full moon.
Okay, so it's not bad. I'm gonna ready a torch, or yeah.
Yeah. So which way do you guys head?
Towards.
South.
Yeah, follow the footsteps, right? Or do we want to just chase after? Like, can we? Like, how much faster is it than us flying? Like, would we lose sight of it quickly, or like?
It is probably 3 times as fast as you.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
we
We can like just follow its trail.
Yeah.
But it's flying, like. what
Yeah.
kind
So
of
you
trails is it gonna be?
so which you have a vague. So it's
Follow
still
the
within
direction
10.
it's going.
While crowned up within 10 miles, you have a sense that
Yeah.
you could do the 5-minute ritual if they're within 5 miles. But yeah, so basically, I'm asking literally on the hex, which one do you go to? Do you follow the footsteps? Do you choose a different hex? Like, this is a literal, physical, mechanical decision. I need to know which hex you enter.
Yeah, let's
follow footsteps.
let's follow.
Sure. Yeah.
They arc a bit off of the road down to here. As this happens, you lose that feeling of unease. You no longer sense a crowned up angel.
Damn.
You are halfway through following the footsteps. Do you continue?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, my character says probably I'd prefer to go to see the angel, but if everybody else wants to investigate the footsteps, I can't see why that would hurt to do that at the same time.
There's bandits, might as well stabilize the region.
The footsteps lead you up in and
Would an
around the
angel make
hills,
these footsteps?
down some animal paths. You're about halfway to the keep from where you were just now, when you feel that sense of unease overcome you again. It grows closer, closer, and then you see a light on the horizon, and then you can pinpoint the precise azimuth as it becomes within 1 mile of you, as it goes to a ruined tower in the keep, and loops down, and then you lose the sensation of a crowned up angel.
Ooh.
Do you press on?
Yes.
Of course.
Because they can like decrown, right?
Yeah, they crown up, and
Yeah.
they crown up when it's time to fuck shit up.
That boy be hiding.
All right, so
That's even better reason to press on, no?
all right. So
Yeah, we got this far. We might as well just let him live, right?
I don't know about that one.
Let's go.
Fuck some shit up.
Hell yeah.
Now let me just be sure that I've actually set the shit right on this map before bringing you here. Yes, okay, I have. All right. The path. So okay,
Go ahead.
you approach.
Get some music, guys.
Yeah, let me turn that down. Oh my god.
And you you feel a strange quiet around this place. Birds do not chirp, they merely fly. Squirrels very neatly collect their nuts and return home. You see an overgrown, rotted keep that can't have been used for any serious military purpose for generations. It's got vines, it's got collapsed sections. It would be a real job to fix this thing back up. As you approach, you find before the keep, before this place you're at, like 30 meters back, a clump of ash. The footsteps stop there.
Yeah, before we enter, can I stealth?
Yeah, you guys can all roll stealth.
Yeah, let me.
Stealth is for cowards.
I'm gonna try and position the camera so the players mostly see what you see, but you guys you can't peer through this hole in the wall through some vines and you see what appears to be a dry store. Yeah, alright, so Aura just fucking disappears.
I guess I'm a sneaky boy.
Might as well.
Sneaky
I
girl.
have disadvantage on stealth rolls. I rolled a 6.
Oh, unlucky.
I mean, I'm wearing plate. Chug slug, chug slug.
Yep. So Vitaly is making clinking sounds as the well-armored warrior enters. So Aura and Soon meld into the darkness, and Armorwing has no use for stealth because he's not a coward. You see pink squiggles that denote like fallen debris and such. Immediately through the door, you see what would have been a passageway, like a hallway forward somewhere, but it's totally collapsed. You have no way forward from there.
Huh.
Your stealthy boys are staying outside.
I'm
yeah.
following.
You're following the boys that make a fuck ton of noise.
I'm gonna follow soon.
All right,
So wherever
I'm gonna take like a wide berth here.
yeah, there's like dirt
I'll be
in
the
the center
distraction.
area. This is a very ill-kept place. These squiggles are, again, they're
What?
rubble. They're difficult terrain, just for reference,
You
the
probably
squiggles.
explained this already, but what is this human-shaped?
No, this is a... that looks really funny. No, that's a
Just
collapsed passageway. That would have led to other parts of the keep, but it's collapsed.
Oh, okay. It definitely looks like a human was vaporized there.
Are these doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also thought that
Yeah,
too.
that's
Or one of
most
those
of the doors in this
cartoon
place have
characters.
fallen apart or rotted, but this door is this iron-banded door is still in place. There's also
It
some
goes
stairs
up to
over
the
here.
door and sees if he hears anything.
You don't hear anything?
All right.
By the way,
let's-
as we like are entering this, I'm like drawing my weapons. By the way,
All right, so
if that wasn't
Soon
obvious.
whips out a silver and a gold-plated gun, respectively, right?
One's black and silver, but yeah.
Well, one's black and silver, and the other is what?
No, one is black and one is silver.
One is
sorry.
black, one is silver. All right. He
One is
draws
like,
these double-barreled pistols and has them at the ready.
His guns.
Correct.
Yeah.
Armorwing takes out his shield. And
One the silver one is like distinctly more like ornate and detailed and everything, and it glows a little bit.
No.
I have my halberd just out.
So you're just listening at the door, and you've taken your shield out.
Yep, he's going to kick the door down.
Give me that strength roll, baby.
Strength time.
The door is weak. It shudders and then ploops over wholesale. Knocks to the ground. It is no longer a barrier in your path. It is a loud and cracking echo that flies throughout the area.
Yeah, we should have probably let somebody stealth that shit up.
I was thinking the same thing, but sure.
You enter the dry store that you peered through. You realize this was once like two different areas. You're not quite sure what this was used for. It's been so long. You do see some strange blood stains, though.
Is this a
And
staircase?
you see
up
evidence
or
of what
down?
was once a wall that has since rotted away and empty storage stuff. This is
I
up.
thought you were done. My bad.
These are stairs up.
Okay, cool. My bad. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt. I thought
You
you
do
were done.
notice, however, that some of these barrels and shelves do have like half-eaten food or like scraps that seem kind of recent on them.
None of that seems all that important. I'm gonna whisper. Anything of note?
Nothing here. Except some blood stains.
And to clarify, Armorwing is not attempting to conceal his voice.
Yeah, I'm going first here. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll go. I'm gonna follow.
Soon finds his way to what appears to be an old bedroom. The bed has been eaten, all the sheets and stuff have been eaten through by maggots. But what it once was is fairly clear with the
And
rotting
what is
frame.
this on the ground in front of me?
That is a broken apart door. It looks like it looks like it was once bashed down, but it looks like that was a long time ago. A lot of it has like green lichens and shit growing on it now. There's something which might have been once a walk-in closet or something. You see a pair of fine green pants here, and a golden buckled belt.
Huh. Must be.
I wonder what.
Yeah, I wonder who those belong to. Is the belt in the shape of a V as well?
The belt's buckle does resemble
Yeah.
a V.
I'm gonna take them.
All right.
Yoinks the pants.
All right. Aura takes the pants. Yeah, from here you can see into a a marble-floored room of pillars. Su'un comes around to the door.
And this door is locked as well?
The other one wasn't locked. He just never tried the door.
Can I try the door this time?
Yes. It gives way without resistance.
Nice.
Jesus.
Hey, perhaps you let us go first? Okay, never mind.
It was into a pillar. And with that shaking, you hear the sound of someone descend. From, you all see someone enter the center of this circular room far to your left.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. So, real quick, angels, when not crowned up, just look like normal people, right?
No, they tend to look angelic, like that purple lady with golden wings in front of you.
Cool. Okay. Just double checking.
Some of them will
Surely
appear.
that's not an angel with
very
the
normal.
angel wings and the golden light.
But yeah, no, you know that's not a crowned up angel.
But we can all, like, everybody sees her, yeah?
You see her, you get the sense, and she looks over at you, and
Probably at me, because everybody else is stuck.
I don't think
I mean-
Vitaly stealth.
yeah, Vitaly,
I'm kinda-
she sees Vitaly in armor wing at the least.
Am
Alright,
I
so
not
soon-
blocked
soon
by
it's
line
got-
of sight?
Soon scuttles over here. Does anybody else make any immediate movements?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna scuttle also, I guess.
Well, she heard you and she saw you tramp over there.
Greetings.
Well, fuck it, I'll just stand in front.
Greetings. I heard a presence over here.
She glides forward and stops here, and you hear. She opens her mouth, and you hear angelic song pierce all your minds, and into your minds, this song unspools itself, and words you can understand form there. And it says, and she says, "Why has Rathael's get sought me?"
It's a terrible fate.
She can, like, me
You
and
never had to accept, did you?
us as well, the people who are stealth as well, like, she definitely talks to us too.
You hear her. You don't know if she's talking to you, but
Okay, cool.
you know that you are Rathfatun or Rathael's.
Armor
Get.
Wing is not sure what just happened, and he feels
You are
like
Crownbreakers.
responding out loud.
She's recognized that.
Okay.
He's familiar with this technique, but he feels like if she's trying to communicate, he must speak as well. So
But you put your name on the paper to kill her for 8,000 gold.
Yeah.
There's only one. There's only one way this ends. If you don't unmake the angel, you don't get paid. But she's talking.
yeah, so he responded.
What did he say?
Oh, he said you didn't have to make that choice, did you?
She
You
said.
recall
She
the
says,
answer.
"What choice?"
I see.
I merely
And
exist.
the Armor Wing readies his shield and advances forward a little bit.
All right. She's
Kind of like lining up with Billy, so Billy's not alone in this attack.
You can stand one behind me.
She's looking at both of you expectantly, and she says, "This is it then?"
It doesn't have to be.
What is your name?
She says,
What do you mean it doesn't have to be? Of course it
I-
has to be.
Well, is that what is that? Does Ayura say that?
Yeah, do you reveal yourself?
Yeah.
Well, she's already been seen, but hasn't she?
don't know that
You
for
and
sure.
Soon haven't necessarily been detected, but you don't know if you have or not.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna
She
stay quiet.
says-
Like, both Ripka is already seen. So
She
yeah.
says, "I am Zurael, the thrice-fold Avenger. I set here a blood wrong right. I obey my nature, as do you, as mercenaries. So come." She draws a wicked glass blade, straight-edged, beautiful and profound in his craftsmanship, with a great and golden hilt and a white handle, counterweighted with a diamond. And she says, "Let it be."
Is the
And,
calling of some savior worth the death of million or the ruination of so many people's lives?
She says, "I have slain only the guilty."
Killing guilty without due trial is no way to do. You know this.
I
Yes.
am the law. And
No.
like the law echoes like 12 times in your head. And
Lit.
yeah.
Screw the law if it's in the hands of one overzealous.
Yeah, so she's
both judge, jury, and executioner.
Conceited.
yeah, so she's like she
Fall.
kind of gives you like a come hither.
I chugged slug forward.
All right.
Okay.
It's almost like the angel's trying to not. We need to beckon the angel.
Yeah, I was
Get
gonna
it.
say.
Like, literally, don't. Oh,
He's
okay.
like, really,
All
I stopped right there.
right, Arbor Wing approaches us a little bit.
All right, so you guys
and
stop
raises his spear.
here,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Only two of you."
Duh.
It's all the
Why we
force.
stand here. Come fight us already, damn it.
She's not. She's like. She like whooshes with her wings back into the center of the circle, and she's like, "I think I'll let you come to me. You're the one who
Yes.
wants here."
Why must you delay this?
By the way, you see the moonlight trickling in from above. Like, this is not a tower that has a roof on it.
Yeah.
All right, Arbor Wing's gonna kind of look around and like, okay, guys, do we rush in, or do we try and taunt her?
While this is happening, can I use Armor of Shadows to cast Mage Armor on myself at will without expending a spell slot or material component?
Sounds like it. So, what what spell did you cast?
I'm using an Eldritch Incantation to cast Armor of Shadows.
And what's that going to do for you?
Gives me a +2 on the armor class.
Alright, so you were at 16 and you'll now be at 18.
Mhm.
Alright, so I will throw down this.
So, real quick, she definitely like just told us what kind of angel she was, right?
She just told you she's an Avenger. She's not hiding that.
So what do we know like about them?
They're the get in there and fuck people up kind.
I see.
Harder to hit, more melee oriented, less spell like abilities. Her providence is probably related to that.
All right, there are a couple things we can do.
We don't want to fight her in
How-
there because if she gets low, she might just yeet.
Yeah. That's
Now,
what I was
hold on,
thinking
wait.
too,
So you're a bookworm, right?
Yes, I
literally?
am.
So when you hear her name when she declares herself to be Zurael,
Yeah.
give me a religion advantage.
Okay.
Real quick, do we
With
know
extra
like
cost, right?
are angels' wings like
So +6 to that, I got a 15.
You don't know what a providence is, but you know that her signature weapon is a kindling blade, and she throws balefire. But you already knew both of those. Yeah. What was the question, Rainbow?
like are angels' wings like hurtable? Are they like incorporeal in this world, or like could we damage them enough that she couldn't fly away?
Could you clip her wings?
Yeah, is that possible? Because from the image you showed us, it definitely looked like it was like they were just kind of like light, sort of.
Generally, yes. So they look like they're just sort of light in this form. Sometimes they'll take the appearance of. So here's the thing: when they crown up, angels are basically beings of pure light. So that goes for their whole body. Crippling one of their limbs or something isn't going to be that easy. You can catch them and stop them from flying if you have the right materials, but you guys don't. So yeah, no, you're not going to be able to just pop a shot in her wing or cut it off.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So we
That's not
gotta
gonna
hit
work
her
here.
really, really hard, or just
She has an immutable. Angels have immutable forms. They can't be polymorphed. Their bodies can't be significantly altered by you cutting them.
Yeah. So we gotta fuck her up quick. basically. That's what it sounds like.
Which honestly probably isn't likely to work. Is the room in which we're currently? Well, I mean,
You're in a marble floored room with 6 pillars, a chamber to the north that has no door on it, the hallway behind you, tower in front, and then this like hole.
So there's no ceiling though, not even where we are.
There's a
right?
ceiling where you are. The only room so far that doesn't have a ceiling is the tower she's in.
Right. Okay. That's.
I will say, these colors don't run. These colors being Avengers. She might tactically withdraw, but she wouldn't. You would be very surprised if an Avenger ran away from you. Like when she crowns up, she's gonna fight until you're dead, or she's unmade. No mercy, no waiting. Like things will be decided. Like the fight is on. She's not running. She's killing every single fucking one of you.
Okay. So you just gotta hope that she's dumb enough.
All right. So wait, is your character looking around? Would he be able to see any sort of hand gestures I make?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Can I kind of convey surprise round to Soon? Indicating that perhaps you and I, being ranged fighters, might queue?
I mean, sure, but is that gonna be enough? Like, I mean, we can. I don't think there's any reason that we can't like have a hushed conversation, right? Or do you want us to roll like another stealth roll for that?
You can confer in relative silence.
Okay.
Yeah.
You rolled very well on your stealth. So
depends.
do you guys want to do that? And if so, who shoots first? Who's the Han Solo of this scenario?
Han Solo didn't shoot first.
Aura is driven by vengeance. Not that she's conveyed this to anybody yet, but she might be willing to do the first shot.
Sure.
Kind of
do you
like
do you want to just fire off at her, like, or do you want to try to bait her in here? Like, you have options.
I don't see any way we could.
Are
bait
Armor
her
Wing
in.
and Vitaly just standing there, staring down this fucking angel
It comes
with a soul burning glass blade in her hand, just gazing into you with eyes of pure light.
I mean, you
Is
know
there any
what?
way to taunt her into?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that's what I was saying.
an Avenger who won't even come to duel us, like.
Like
Good
you're
point.
a coward, and your savior smells of elderberries.
How much justice can you bring from over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you? Yeah. So like, commit to something you actually say, and then we'll see.
I'm stealth. Y'all talk.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire as soon as it becomes prudent to do so. If you guys
What was
can get
the
her to
name of her savior, inspiration, whatever? I forget.
She's supposedly an Avenger.
Yeah,
Forgot her
but who's she gave a name for who
That
she
was her
listened to.
name.
Oh, just Avenger? Wait, no.
No,
her
no.
name.
She gave her name. I asked what her name was, and she gave it.
Okay. Which was
I don't know.
Zurael.
okay. All right.
I mean,
Your cause is flawed. And your method is contradictory.
Mm.
You fail in the justice you try to pursue. You're weak.
Bring your spirit over
You're
here and
weak.
see who fails. Misbegotten child of Elder Scales.
And yet I'm still here.
She scoffs and
Strike
says,
me down with your worst.
anything,
I'm not afraid
anything,
I'm not afraid of the light justice.
any of your kind who aren't degenerates are already locked away in the far sky. Never
For
again. to
an
menace the
Avenger,
realms.
you are quite far away from us. Why are you so cowardly? Well, yes, there might be two of us. You are an angel. We both know that you have much stronger than us. Why do you cower?
I will let you approach and strike the first blow. It is not too late for you to see better of your mercenary ways.
Who's to say you're not gonna just fly through the ceiling?
She scoffs and says, if you thought I would do that, why would you even come here?
Well, we have to make sure somehow.
I mean, I say we just start hitting her because
Yeah, all right.
she's definitely not coming in. And you know what?
Alright.
If she tries to run away,
So
I take like 5 steps, like the 5 feet forward.
yeah, all right. So who pops the first shot?
I mean, I'm gonna let
gonna-
our boys get closer first.
Well, if we get closer, you might have problems shooting.
Can we shoot around corners, by the way, or no? What are your rules for that in this situation?
Cover.
In this
Yeah,
situation,
I know, but
I would say
because it's
that
a homebrew like ranged weapon. I don't know. But...
I think you can shoot around. I don't see any reason Soon can't stand there and shoot her around the corner
Okay,
with his
cool.
gun.
Just making sure.
Same for Aura leaning around a pillar and popping her bow.
Because I cannot currently see her right now, like from the fog of war, just because.
I think it's pretty safe to say, like, Vitaly and Armorwing can see that Soon and Aurea are setting up their shots.
I mean, I can't see him anymore. They're behind me now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then in that case, Armorwing's gonna go straight into rage, and he's going to activate Tundra Aura to give us
like the idea was
some
like
temporary hit points and charge right in.
I want to shoot like as they're getting in melee combat. Basically.
Who are you giving those 3 temp
okay.
HPs to? They have to be in this aura.
Anyone who's close to me.
Alright, so just straight up like Vitaly. Alright, congratulations, Vitaly. You just got 3 more HP.
So Matt,
And he's in rage, so we
Yeah, you're a raging Cajun.
we're mad. And he's
So
going.
seeing that
right
you've
in.
called into rage and done
Alright,
that,
so,
I'm going to ready my bow.
okay, so you get to
am I able
about
to
so,
go with
okay.
him?
Yeah, so here's the question. Do you guys like charge together when he rages up?
Yeah. If I see that he's about to just go and run
Alright,
at
I would
him.
say you guys get to about here when a smile crosses her lips, and you guys see what she's about to do. So do one of you who's shooting first? I need to know this like now.
Me, sure, me.
All right, roll your shot. And which gun?
Main one.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
And sneak attack as well, because she don't see me.
All right.
She disappeared.
She crowns up, and everything around her bursts forth into light. Armorwing and Vitaly, being in a tight corridor, have no options for cover. Meanwhile, Soon and Aura are already in cover. Nah, so that is
So
going to be
my shot does not connect then.
no, you hit her. You hit her. And so is that your magic gun or your non-magic gun?
That's the magic one.
All right, then you get the full 22 damage into her. It is so she is going to. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this the one thing that I did not have up?
I included it in the little tooltip things there. For
No, I'm not talking about you.
No, but just the ones that are when it is the magic and when it isn't.
Mhm.
I mean, just Rose is the magic and Crown is the. Oh no! Don't look at the screen right now.
Yeah. So you guys.
Armorwing can eat a little bit of damage. He's gonna get some attacks in.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, this music goes hard.
All right. So the ones in cover are safe from this, but Armorwing and Vitaly, you are about to eat some damage. Vitaly, you just straight up eat this 37, and actually, I think that so does Armorwing.
They don't have any chance to dodge it.
If they were near cover, or if they had 10 feet away, and they had neither of you are the one with the tactical roll, are you?
Yeah, I think we were just waiting to eat this, so whatever.
Okay.
All right, and
That's why I did Tundra Aura. That's why I'm giving us the just.
all right. So she crowns up, and everybody's rolling initiative.
All right.
And
Can
I
use
would
my
say,
instincts to have an advantage.
Yeah.
But
Turn order up.
we still get a surprise round, no? Or
Yeah. So you
Can I
begin
still
the.
carry my attack out?
How close were you when you began this charge? Yeah, because your speed takes you in range. I would say Armor Wing can get in range and attack, but Vitaly's going to be a little bit too far away because of his move.
No. I can get 30 feet, and I have a halberd, which is a 10-foot reach.
Ah, yes. All right.
So I just stand behind him and just whack over his head.
dang, the 20 initiative.
So I get that hit, and then I get a hit again.
Oh yeah.
So do I get to roll my damage when I?
I think we're all getting a
Starting it.
surprise round, no? Yeah. Like
All right.
I wouldn't really call Armor Wing and Vitaly surprising.
Well, not
Okay.
surprised, but can I at least finish my charge?
Yeah, I'll let you finish your charge. The main thing though is that Aura and Suun were ready to pop out and shoot, so I think that I'm going to let Aura shoot before you guys reach him.
Okay.
That misses.
That was titties.
So you guys move up. Give me your attacks.
So do I get my full amount of attacks? Do I get?
Yeah, as long as you can move and do it.
Okay. Do I also get my bonus action?
I really don't see why not.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I use my bonus action too? That's a little bit late.
Oh, it's way too late. Yeah.
Do
Alright,
any of those hit?
so do you have advantage?
No.
Then the answer is no.
Then what?
So Aura, you wanted to use a bonus action? What for? Like while you were shooting?
Yeah, I'm going to curse the angel. So curse is a feature of being a hexed blade. So I can choose a creature that I see within 30 feet of me. The target is cursed for 1 minute.
So about
If the
that, she is 55 feet from you.
Oh God, you're right. Never mind. It's a little early for that then. I have to get closer.
Alright.
Imagine rolling below
Alright,
10.
yeah,
three
so
times.
Armor Wing is rolling with advantage. Is it because does his rage give him advantage or
Yes. No wait. Or is it just on strength? Oh, it is just on strength.
I will
Was
give
I not
you
supposed to do that? Sorry.
I will give you advantage on your
Just
first
wanna-
attack when you charge forward.
So do I get the advantages then?
You get the first advantage, not the second one.
Okay, so do you want me
could
to
you
do
turn
that
down the
again?
volume of the music for yourself? Because I can
It's,
hear it
it's,
coming
it's,
through your
it's fine. I caught
Yeah,
it
it's
down.
coming off of your screen. I can't hear it.
So you get the first hit, but not the second one, basically.
Oh, okay.
Turning off music on mine.
Cool.
Sorry about that.
All right, so I get 1 bit of damage. This is for the charge, and then.
So what you do is you click on the word +1 spear o rage in the chat log, and then that'll roll the damage.
Are you talking about this?
Chat log, armor.
No,
It's
no,
literally
not that.
go into the chat where your roll just appeared, and, you
And
click
where
on
it
the
says
word
the
there.
word of the name, yeah, like below the rolls. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
you deliver 13 damage.
Nice, pretty good.
All right, and that was Armor Wing's turn, right?
Was that the charge or was that the turn?
That was your turn. So that was the surprise round.
Okay.
The surprise round is done now, and now we begin at the top of the round with Armor Wing getting another turn. So,
All right, let's do this. I'll take advantage off because I'm dumb and I can't remember how to do things.
Dance around them, so we're fine. So
yeah, this is
All
difficult.
right.
These things are
So,
difficult terrain, by the
1,
way.
2.
All right, so neither of those are going to hit.
Wow. Good job, Armor Wing.
Yeah, you rolled unfortunately low. You got a 3 and a 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, you have a +10 to
Yeah,
hit.
+10. What the hell?
Yeah, no, like you're a
Fuck
beast.
off,
You're a
game.
beast
What
at
the
hitting
fuck?
things. It's just you got rotten luck.
What a fucking shitty day. All right.
All right.
Let's
So
go.
those are your attacks, and yeah.
Well,
Do you want to move at all?
Can I just attack more?
No, you have extra attack, which lets you do the twice, but no. Movement is a totally separate thing in D&D. It's not an action.
Oh,
You just have 30
I
feet.
guess I'm gonna just stay here.
All
Or
right.
can I just run away? Is that
All right.
why would I
So
run away?
the Avenger is going to try and move towards Vitaly. Vitaly, you going to do anything about that?
They're already in my opportunity, or they're already in my reach, so I don't think I can smack them, can I?
All right. So she's going to use one of her actions to pop 2 attacks. The first at Armor Wing, the second at Vitaly.
All right, so I get to hit her, for attacking Armor Wing.
Okay. So I don't think that's not going to hit Vitaly. That's not going to hit Armor Wing. So she doesn't get her first 2 hits either.
Wow. You were just missing all day.
Jesus, this is just a misfest. All right. Meanwhile, so she shot like the pop,
Or
the shotgun pops from
it's
down
an
here,
epic
right?
dodge fest. We run in, and it's like sick dodge, sick dodge. We're
Yeah,
like
it's like
rolling.
two
We're
airbenders
doing
fighting.
flips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
powerful.
her second action, she pops a terrible, burning, smoldering pile of balefire into her hand and tosses it right north of where Soon is. So, give me that dex save.
Yeah, and
It's a
I'd
30.
be
That's 30 feet, actually. So, Vitaly, you're also going to make a dex save. And
What?
Ura, make a dex save with advantage.
Okay, let me
Shit.
grab my.
Imagine rolling a fucking 3.
so,
Yeah. Evasion. Yeah, so as a rogue, you'll be able to cheat all this damage if you roll well enough.
Dex.
And also, I can use. So okay.
Yeah, just roll your dex save.
Wait,
Okay,
Vitaly, how are you already so low?
Because I just you doubled it. That's why. I already
Oh, okay, hold on. So you're already handling all your XP, your HP.
Yeah.
So
I did.
I'll heal you back to 26.
Okay.
And otherwise, are you good?
Yeah, that's actually where I'm at because I took
Could I-
26,
Could I also use this in this situation to just
37.
tactical roll the heck away from that?
Yeah, because I've
Um,
taken 63 damage so far.
Holy smokes!
The problem is that would just take you 10 feet, which isn't quite far enough. I would say you could tactical roll to behind this pillar to gain advantage.
So
I wouldn't be able to shoot her from there though, right? Definitely don't have line of sight.
Yeah. So that's minus 26 on Aura as well.
I'll just roll my dex save. Nice.
All right. So yeah, you hit on the money. So and because of evasion, you actually get to not get fucked. That was Zerael's turn. It's Aura's turn. Aura, you've just been burnt by a splash of balefire. This shit is real now. There's a crowned up angel in there, a being of pure light, swinging around a blade that eats souls, and just tossed a fucking balefire blast right near Soon. Soon manages to evade the whole thing by finding himself against a wall. You're not so lucky. You get burned on your scarred eye side, and yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm like, that's the second time that's happened. All right. I'm going to.
Got deja vu.
5, 6. I'm going to say.
When you enter the fog gate, Bulltrip out here memeing.
I'm going to proudly declare, or I'm going to, not proudly declare, but I'm going to step forward and say, where was the justice when you killed my master, or when your kind killed my master? There was no justice.
Oh, I fucked up, sorry.
She shouts back, "What is better, to receive justice or to give law?" And
My character retorts, at this point, I don't care about either. And then she's going to fire she's going to declare a curse upon the angel.
All right, you are 35 feet away at this point.
Oh shit, am I? Damn it, I thought that would get me closer.
You want to take one step closer? How much?
I could probably
Get into the danger.
So you have 30 feet, so you could step forward, declare, and then pop back if you want.
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing, except for I was thinking of declaring, firing, and stepping back.
All right, there's nothing to stop you from doing
So
that. You
from
can
there, I suppose I'll declare my curse upon her,
Go.
and a curse gives me a +3 bonus against, and I crit on a 19 or 20. And if she dies, I regain 13 or 11 points, but don't know if that's going to be relevant. I feel like it's probably going to be the other way around, but let's give it a
if
shot.
she dies, we're kind of done.
All right, so I'm going to put a +3 on all of my just because of what I just did. If somebody else comes in, obviously I'll change that back. But gonna hurl an Eldritch Blast.
All right, you freaking hit on the money. Yeah, give me that damage. All right,
On the money, Jesus.
you pure.
Beautiful.
Oh no, so you're far from on the money. Yeah, she doesn't have AC 25. You hit her.
Okay, I
You
was
hit her
gonna say,
easily.
what the fuck?
Actually, I think I should be dealing more damage. Sorry, I think my Eldritch
Maybe
Blast.
Yeah, at 8th level, definitely more than a D10.
More than a
That is
D10, yeah.
definitely. Sorry, I must have put that in wrong.
It's all good. I can look at it
How
for you.
dare
Is it
you?
in-
We're live on stream. Oh no.
I got the thing pulled up already. I got it. At 8th level, you should be doing.
We should like.
I
have
think I
the
can just
ability
throw
to-
Eldritch Blast into your spell list from the compendium.
That would probably be faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least
That's the
another.
case.
Yeah, that deals at least another. And no. So
2 beams at 5th level, 3 beams at 11th. So
Two
Right.
beams.
so it's not as powerful as I'd hoped. But
I thought it was 2 shots, not more damage. I thought you made 2 attacks with it instead of
What,
just
the beam?
2d10 damage.
well,
Yeah, because it said this spell creates 1 more beam when you reach higher levels. Yeah.
right.
Ooh. Do it.
Well, I also have an Eldritch Smite, which is once per turn, and it's a 5th level prerequisite Pact of the Blade feature. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with your packed weapon. Oh, but that's not what I used. Sorry. So embarrassed.
Okay.
All right. So that's all the damage I do that time, and then I'm going to slink back into the shadows.
All right. It is Soon's turn.
Me. Okay. So on my bonus action, I'm gonna try to hide from her again. Is that possible for an angel? Like,
So you mean you want to regain stealth so that you can continue to utilize sneak attack?
that is exactly what I am saying. I will move somewhere else if you want me to.
Do you need to do that for sneak attack though? 'Cause she's already engaged in melee with us.
Yeah, but I have
Oh.
to be within 5 feet of you to gain sneak attack. It's not that she has to. It's like
Roll stealth.
Yeah,
Wow.
let me-
Yeah,
well,
you kind of like kick out a stone and she knows right where you are.
Isn't it?
Not a bad roll.
I can throw it up for you. Like it literally says, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if not an enemy. Oh no, okay, it is right. Okay, I'm just actually
we're-
trolling. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm trolling. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot them. Oof.
All right, so Crown, you get a shot off from Crown and it misses. You can,
Tough first turn.
I assume you're going to shoot with an offhand gun now, or
No, I used my bonus action to try to stealth, so
oh,
I cannot.
yeah, you empty a shot. That's one less loaded barrel.
That's my turn. Correct. I'm keeping track. Don't worry.
It is Vitaly's turn.
All right. So I can move here, and
Now you get another sweet advantage.
Yeah. 1, 2. Do those hit?
Yeah, it looks like
So yeah, those fucking hit.
All right, and
Nice,
then
nice.
bonus action. Oh,
13. 13.
all right, and then action
Seven.
surge for the good memes for 2 more attacks.
All right, you know she's getting perilously low on
Private
HP.
What?
It looks like she might be about to trigger her Providence. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so roll me those damages.
You hit another crit. What the fuck?
All right, so minus 11, minus 5. Okay, so instantly as like that 28 hits.
Yeah.
Which one?
So the second one, her Providence engages. It turns out her Providence was Purge.
Oh.
Get down.
Yeah, so a terrible light fills this whole chamber.
Oh, geez.
So yeah. Congrats. You aren't starting your turn right now, though, so that's good for you. And then you do the further 12 damage. Did I already apply that? No, I didn't. But she's looking fucked up. She's looking fucked up. So that was your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
It is Armorwing's turn. Armorwing,
Alright,
you have
well,
advantage
if
as long as
she-
you stay in the flanking position.
Well, I was also going
Oh,
to
hold
say,
on. Wait a minute. That second
Crownbreaker.
attack, she triggers her, fucking, where is it? Her force shields to gain +2 AC against it. That would hit. Actually, no. She was forced to trigger that earlier and doesn't have. Never mind.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that was a good rolls. Good rolls.
God damn, yeah, you destroyed.
Fighter.
Full
Do I have
fighter
to
means.
That's not superiority
Do I
die.
have to do the charisma roll? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you're both
What is
charisma
it?
saving, right? Oh yeah, just you, because it's your turn.
When your turn begins, you must make a charisma save.
All right.
Also,
now
it
I
occurs to me
have
that you are
Crownbreaker record.
Yeah, so you can force her to make. So what this is like this Crownbreaker is specialized in dealing with providences or the special defenses that trigger under certain circumstances for angels, normally when they're at half health. So yeah, you can basically use your reaction to try and disjunct it, which would temporarily disrupt this ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Mostly to save Vitaly. So
All right, so your charisma score is a 12, yes?
charisma is 14.
All right. She gets a 17. It is not disjuncted. So yeah, you gonna be taking 26 radiant damage.
Well, don't I have to roll?
Yeah, doesn't he have to save against it?
You're right.
Okay. And it's just a normal, right?
He just wants us to die so badly.
Well, no, it was more like there was a charisma save. Also, you people always complain that I'm too like gloves on.
God.
No, it's good.
No, it's okay. I get it. I
Yeah,
lose
so
it.
your scales start to get shaved off by the light.
Oh, wonderful. I wish I had that one.
All right. So yeah, but you can it's your turn. You can attack and such.
All right, yeah, let's.
You have
I'm
advantage.
mad.
You have
None of my
advantage because
hits
of your
have,
position.
none of my moves have worked. I'm mad as hell.
Yeah, but
I'm
you've got
rage
advantage
right
now. So
Let's do this. Let's play
Activate
this.
Giga Rage. Pug.
all right. So you got 3 attacks.
Oh, I didn't realize the other one. I thought it didn't work.
Okay.
Well,
I rolled too many times.
He's not rolling
I
for.
rolled too many times.
It's fine. You hit with both your first 2. So just give me 2 damages.
All right.
All right. You stab her through the light for a
No.
13 and a 9. There's like golden ichor splashing around as just like a swing of like halberd from one side, spear from the other, just stab, 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 cutting her apart. And she just laughs like, "You think this will end me? I am immutable, immortal, undeniable." And is that Armorwing's turn?
Shit, I should have just said.
I mean, I kind of wish I could do more, but I don't think I can. So,
You should have just what you said?
All right, it
Just
is
my hand was
Zurael's turn. She's going to use her first action to make 2 Kindling Blade attacks against Vitaly. So that is 1 hit.
no.
Yeah. So. Yeah, roll damage. Oh, what the?
Just the first
That's
one.
not
'cause
that.
it's not a
That
crit.
is not the crit.
Alright.
So it's only it would be 18.
7. Yeah. So I'm going to riposte So it's 1 superiority die.
Does it matter what you get?
I have to hit.
Oh, right.
Is that hit?
That is not a hit.
Okay. Rip the superiority die.
Unlucky.
Does it cancel our attack or anything, or do you still take
It's
the?
an attack. It's a reaction.
Okay, so you still take the 18 damage.
Yeah, I still take it.
All right, and you're managing your own token, so I'll
Yeah.
leave you to that. So she made one of her hits. She then swings her kindling blade south twice.
All right. Jeez.
So those are going to be 2 hits. Yeah, so the thing about the slashing is that because you're raging, it's going to be halved.
Nice.
So, yeah, you're going to lose like 11 on that. And then you're going to lose like 15 on the radiant. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys see that your buddies in there are kind of getting cooked. They look like they've got the angel just as bloody as she has them. But if she puts one of them down, they're not going to be able to break her crown because, of course, once she's set to 0 HP, you have to on the same turn get hits on her halo from flanking positions.
Oh.
Which we are in, so please.
So you're in position as long as you guys can get her to 0 and then keep this formation. You are well set to break the first crown ever of Crownbreakers.
If I fail this charisma save, I'm going down.
Oh, so it'll be. I'll re-roll the damage. So it's possible that it won't be enough to take you down. And you might prefer to get taken down by the Providence than by her sword.
Is our AC doing anything? I feel like it's not.
My AC's tanked.
Yeah, you dodged like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, she's failed to hit Vitaly multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like my AC is done.
No, you just got all
I've yet to take damage.
Yeah,
I wonder why soon.
Look, man.
Armor buff people if they come close enough to me that I can touch them.
So the Avenger did 2 attacks north, 2 attacks south using both of her actions. I would say she's not an idiot, so she swoops backwards to no longer be considered flanking. Armor Wing. Sorry, you were able to hand out 3 more because you can do it every turn. I assume you want to give your 3 temp HP to Vitaly.
That's nice.
Wait, I can do it every turn? Then I would have activated the first turn.
Yeah, you also didn't get it on the first turn as well.
No, you got it the very first time you.
First turn
You got it on the
before we
All
charged.
right. So Vitaly should be at 6 temp
Then
HP.
there was the first battle turn, and then there was the second battle turn.
So we'd be up like 6 HP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're up. You know, you'd gain 3 right now, and you'd have 3 left over.
Oh yes.
All
Well,
right.
no, it would be.
Because you're getting the 3 HP right now. You're getting 3 of it right now, and you had 3 of it before you got those hits. Alright, so that was the Avenger's turn. It is Aura's turn. Aura, you see people getting fucked up in there. You're not doing so great yourself. If another Balefire comes down.
I've been playing my character rather stupidly. I should have been using my my weapon this whole time. So stupid.
Alright, so climactically, Aura, after being told Shinji pilot mecha, but instead Aura shoot bow this whole time. she's gonna find it in herself to board the Eva and fire her bow.
What that curse do? I don't think it did
I
anything.
might, but I also have Thirst Blade. So Thirsty Blade. I wrote it down as Thirsting Blade. Sorry.
Ooh, thirsty.
I wrote it down as Thirst Blade though for some reason. I can attack with my packed weapon twice instead of once whenever I take an action on my turn. And Eldritch Smite allows me to once per turn on a hit deal an extra 3d8 with the use of a spell slot, of which I have 2. So,
Right, please be enough damage.
Okay, so do you have advantage on your first attack? Yes or no?
I mean, do I just miss twice? God damn it!
No, you don't. So the 19 will hit.
All right. Well, then that's got to be it.
All right, yeah. So roll the damage on your magic
will
one.
6, and then an extra 3d8. So.
Come on.
Drop that Eldritch Smite. What do your what do your empowered arrows look like? Like, do they turn green?
Yeah. So they're blasts of energy in embedded or with swirls of shadow around them.
All right. Some green shade shaft just pierces her side. And
Turns out it has collateral.
Yeah, it's actually just an AoE.
all right, so you deal 13 damage, and you mentioned one other thing, or is that?
That was that's
And are you,
that,
are you
that
factoring? Do you do extra damage against people you have your curse on?
I don't actually think it works that way. I would love it to.
It's just
Let
a
me
bonus
look
to
at
hit.
my curse picture real quick.
It was
I
plus 3 to
gained
hit,
a
wasn't it?
bonus.
I'm like, what's the point of your curse?
+3 to hit.
I did.
Okay.
I wrote it down wrong.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh wait, so do you
So-
get you do get bonus damage?
No, it's plus 3 to
Consistency.
hit. So the 14 should have been a 17.
Okay,
that
that a 17
Sure.
won't hit.
I have,
Okay, so
yeah,
then-
I have it added to +3, but I gain a bonus to damage rolls against cursed target equal to my
Okay.
proficiency.
So you do an extra 3 damage.
That's
All right, that's what I thought.
that's good.
All right,
That's
so that
Unless
is
you take that
Aura's
extra
turn,
roll.
yeah.
No, wait,
Oh,
does she get the
I'm
extra
on
one?
a roll of 19, but I haven't rolled a 19.
Yeah, so that was an unnatural 19. That was a roll of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's Aura's
Sorry,
turn,
I've
right?
never played a warlock before. This is all new to me.
Don't worry. No worries.
This is Aura's turn,
Okay.
right? That's your turn. You good? Do you want to move where you are or anything before your turn ends?
Yeah, she's. Yeah, she'll get back here just in case there's another attack.
Right. Soon is your turn.
I'm just gonna shoot again. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Does that take her down or?
So that her
I
halo
have, another,
begins.
I have another shot if it doesn't.
Woo!
Her halo begins to spark.
Yeah.
That's yeah. She low.
It's
Let's do it.
she's vulnerable. It's now is the time.
Can I attack? Can I attack her from here, or does it not matter? When
Or
You need to
soon, move in and
you need
be
to be
in
up
a
to.
flank
If you use your magic pistol at point blank, you could.
So
I
move in
just
so you
used it and
shoot
it's
flank.
empty.
Yeah, it'd be my turn to just
Yeah.
move behind
Yeah.
her.
Can I just use my bonus action to stealth then?
Yeah.
Soon. Why wouldn't you move into flank?
I don't have an attack basically.
She doesn't. So the only a magic weapon can break the crown. The magic weapon that Soon has is a gun with 2 barrels, both of them spent. Until Soon reloads, Soon has no way to help break that crown.
I gotta reload.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
All right, so it's
Okay.
Vitaly's turn.
Okay.
Vitaly,
Shoot.
your turn has just started. Make a charisma save.
Ah.
Oh my god. Please count.
Probably not. It's a 15.
Yep. So that's going to be. So do we want to keep? Do you want to keep your temporary HP up there at the top, and then just take out the red? Yeah.
I don't like the temporary HP.
All right. So you want to start factoring into your red shit?
Yeah. Cause I can do it a
Alright.
little bit easier. Anyway, so yeah. So is she wounded or is she just like in a critically like?
She
She's
is.
not like on the floor, is she?
No, she is absolutely still capable. She's going to fight up until the moment of her unmaking,
Okay. Alright.
unhindered.
So then I
This is
just
the turn to do it.
smack her 3 times then. So, because I'm assuming
Yeah, you saw the advantage,
all
right?
3 of these hit due to
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, so what is important here is that Vitaly manages to connect his magical halberd, which, by the way, can we assume it glows blue?
Yeah.
It disrupts her halo on that side and sparks, and, goes zzz, zzz, and he's beginning to break it, and he's slicing through it. And now it's Armor Wing, make a charisma save.
I swear to God.
No, not 20 right here.
You resist it! You resist it. You would have taken 18, but instead I'm pretty sure you take half.
Nice.
So you only take
Yeah.
a measly 9 damage, and you're
Yeah,
still
here's where I
standing.
fuck up my rolls.
Yep. All you've got to do, literally, this is it. You can enter this round.
Yeah.
You got to make the hit.
You have advantage.
If I drop my shield, can I do a 2-handed attack?
Yeah. Just Armor Wing just drop his
Okay.
shield, just grab his spear with both hands, and give a heft.
Yeah, is there a bonus? I don't know what the bonus is.
It will
should
be
have
the
advantage.
damage. You have advantage anyway.
Disadvantage anyway. Dropping the shield only increases your damage to it.
Oh, I don't think that matters.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just visitor.
So
Then
just
I guess keep the shield. Keep the shield. And
It's cooler though.
playing.
Oh, a fucking nat 20 for a total of 30. As Armorwing shoves his
Armorwing's
spear
pissed.
through the top of her halo, and the other side gets hit, she gives a look almost of surprise as every single facet of her face begins to fold in. Every single
Taste
part of her
your
body,
justice.
minimizing into nothingness at all, and then, with a poof, she is gone. In her place, a pile of that sweet, sweet angel dust.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep, so, boom.
Oh, we're doing
Armorwing
tonight.
and Vitaly just fucking dropped
Yeet.
the angel. They did. The unofficial theme song that would play here if I had the rights would be Gabriel Black. Dead yet? I don't have the rights though, so just imagine.
Yeah, and I don't even think we're allowed to sing it because
Time for PvP.
So there are like 10 pouches worth. 10,
Oh my god,
10
what if my character was to do that sort of
we did
betrayal?
it.
10 pouches worth of
You'd have
angel
something else coming. For you,
dust.
that's for sure.
In that pile.
We're out of
I
combat now.
swear
Yeah?
to God, every character I'd roleplay after this would be
Yeah.
out for vengeance.
Yeah, no, I'm neutral, so
Yeah, but no, soon and Aura could totally just like gun down, because like Armorwing's turn just ended. Like it would be like they would just need to take 10 HP off one guy and 22 off another. To be fair though, he would have resistance.
I mean,
So
to
that
be
would be like
fair,
44 damage.
Sin does like money, and if there's no one else around,
there's
afterwards-
less people to share the loot with, huh?
Yeah, so
Do it. Like,
I mean like
Dear.
I like does I mean Aura and Soon presumably haven't discussed this yet.
No, definitely not. But...
And if one of them started shooting, do they have any reason to believe the other wouldn't turn and shoot them?
I would challenge that with my danger sense and then challenge it with a dexterity saving.
Can
I mean,
roll any-
it's not happening.
So I dare you to do that. I'll
Soon-
fucking dodge it and then I'll shoot you with acid, and I'd like to see
Tsunami
your
has his
Fucking use the breath attack.
I've only one shot left, to be fair.
Yeah. So you guys, there's 10 pouches worth of angel dust. This is possibly the more valuable thing that you guys get, and the contract says you're entitled to 8,000 split 4 ways, 2K apiece. So, you know, how do you guys scoop this up?
I mean, I'm gonna just grab like 3 pouches,
who's
and
got the bag.
I'm gonna grab 3 pouches, but pretend I took 2.
Roll deception.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Heck. Damn it.
Wow.
Yeah, we all kind of see.
Armor Wing.
There are 7 pouches left, and obviously Soon has taken 3. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
God damn.
Soon gets a nice slap from Armor Wing.
Like a
My
full-on
character's
slap.
not having fun.
I take-
Slap across the back of the head, just like, what are you doing?
Just like,
I take one.
Put it down.
You take
Wait.
1?
Because there's 6 left. No,
There-
I take 2.
Okay, so there's okay, so you take 3.
What?
How much do you take?
There's 7 left.
Take 2. Alright, there is 5 left.
Meanwhile, Soon's gonna just reload his weapons and everything.
Alright, so when Armorwing takes 2, there is 3 left on the ground. And Soon, you guys slapped Soon, but you didn't take his dust. Do you want to force him to surrender it, or are you just going to let him take 3? There's 1 pouch of angel dust worth just left on the ground.
Well, there are 2 extras, and I would say Armor Wing's like, all right,
There's 1 extra.
I think we should give the extra portions to those who risked their life the most in this encounter.
Soon's
Literally,
like,
you take the last one.
Okay, I pick it up.
Character draws their
And then he turns to Soon and demands him to surrender the one to him.
risk their lives. I was the one who made the final shot. What do you mean?
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
We were the ones
I
who
did.
broke the crown.
But I was the one who took her down, like showed her
You
crown
didn't
before
take her
y'all
down.
died.
She was gonna keep attacking.
I mean, so like it was a moment that you were aware of, that the point at which she was destabilized and her crown could be broken.
Yes, we'll appreciate. Okay.
So like soon
We
can
appreciate-
indicate that moment.
Can I try to persuade him that I'm right and that it was actually?
I would
only
rather
the
not
Avenger?
create a
Okay.
basis of character
I
on
would
character
rather
social roles.
your untouched pretty boy ass to realize how much damage we fucking took for your face.
Yeah. So
Soon- hits you again.
Soon like kind of like turns away from Armorwing and like sort of makes a couple of like cuts and stuff appear on his face and everything. He's like, "What do you mean? Look, I clearly got hit."
Soon's face is suddenly covered in scars, given that given that you've seen Soon chase his face at will.
Yeah,
He
I've
says it
seen
like
this
he says it with
before.
like a smirk on his face, like.
Yeah, you're really funny soon. I'll remember this.
All right. So are you?
And he Armorwing kind of grudgingly walks off it too.
All right. All right. So you guys now have your Angel Dust. There's a few things you can do with it. One can be broken down into 10 shots of ammunition.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, we never discussed how many I start with. I used 3 shots in that fight.
Well, so your magic pistol
Mhm.
isn't the same as either an angelic weapon or angel dust. So you've been shooting like gunpowder.
Yeah.
You're gonna do even more lit shit with this.
Okay. Cool.
So, what happened to the sword? Did that just yeet away as well?
No, that drops to the ground. There is a glass blade, an angelic weapon, a kindling blade that eats souls.
Is it
on the
two-handed?
ground. It is a one-handed sword.
Then I don't care.
Armorwing picks it up. Maybe this will be his consolation.
It seems like, look, there you go. You got something to keep.
Now, if it was a halberd, I'd kill you.
Armorwing's like, yes, this soul-stealing sword will make good use of those who.
All right, it's basically a long.
Cross my path.
It's a long sword in many respects, but it deals an extra D10 radiant, and if you've just killed someone with it, then for a short time it'll deal even more radiant damage. So it's pretty fucking deadly when you're not fighting someone who's, I don't know, resistant to radiant damage, like a certain category of enemy that a Crownbreaker might face often. But yeah, and you could attune to it, and you can, yeah.
Huh. Is Soon resistant to radiant damage?
No, not that you've seen.
Okay, well, you better keep that in mind.
All right, so noted. So like the minimum to make like a one-handed weapon that is angelic. That's 2 pouches, and 3 makes an angelic weapon that is two-handed. And angelic weapons gain certain random angelic qualities after being crafted.
But they mostly deal radiant damage, though, right?
They will mostly be dealing radiant damage, however, there are not all of them. It's not every angelic weapon doesn't deal radiant damage.
And I can determine what it is?
Yeah, to some extent. So I assume you want to take your 3 to the bank and get a better halberd?
Possibly.
We can talk about that. So,
Okay.
But basically, in the immediate aftermath, you guys have taken the dust, and I'm assuming that you just report back to Count Ulthor that this has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
I
Monday.
actually have a question about that. So, a longbow is obviously a two-handed weapon, but it's only two-handed because of the string. Would that require a 3 or 2?
So it keys off the two-handed property. Does the weapon have the two-handed property?
Yeah. So a longbow has the two-handed property.
Rip. That being said, you can get 10 angelic arrows for 1 dust.
That's a great point, and that's kind of what I'm thinking I'll do.
So
So I was thinking these 2 like one-handed. Could I like? Do we have to decide this now, by the way, or?
no, you can decide what you're going to do with it later. You guys are literally like in Master Ridge. There's absolutely no one capable of crafting an angelic weapon with angel dust.
So we can't do anything with it.
Yeah, well, you
currently anyways.
can't. What you can do with it right now is you can smoke it.
Cool. Let's not do
If
that.
you smoke angel dust, you roll a d6 and it gives you a random +1 to an attribute.
Wow.
And if you
I'm
roll the
good.
same one twice, it grants you not just a +2 to that attribute, but a stigmata.
Yes, I remember reading this. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys, it's the middle of the night. Do you guys camp in the place you killed the spoopy angel, and then...
I mean,
Yeah, we might as well rest here. It's not like
yeah.
anybody else is coming around, right?
I mean, just
Alright.
like chill by, like maybe not in the building though, like maybe the
Well,
front
why not?
foyer or something. Like not like with the spot where we killed her, you know, like.
Alright, yeah, you guys take a long rest, like, towards, like, the entrance of the ruined keep.
Yeah.
Carkeep feels even quieter than it was when you first came, but then you hear the chirping of birds in the distance. It's, you've rested. You guys fought around midnight, so it's, when you fully finish your rest, it's like, you only need 6 hours, so it's morning, whatever. It's morning. You've got a full day's travel ahead of you, but if you just put your feet to the road, you can reach Massa Ridge.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Alright. As you're passing by Aver's Glade, you hear a bit of a commotion in the distance. Anybody want to roll perception?
Oh yeah, I do.
You hear a familiar voice. It's Vades saying, "I trust me, I'm good for it. I'm a well-known merchant in the region. Look, they robbed me of even my pants." Just soon give a shit. Just soon's the one who heard.
Yeah. I turned to Aura and I'm like, I believe you have some pants to return, and like kind of like point in his direction.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys emerge. Everyone looks at you very surprised, and they're like, "Oh, you're back. Is it done?"
Soon like smirks like, but of course.
They celebrate, and they're like, "That's wonderful," but there's also a look of concern on their faces, like, I wonder what's going to happen with those people who wound up really into that angel now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you guys having unmade an angel, you're feeling that BDE. But yeah, so do you give the man back his pants?
Yeah.
Alright.
My character's gonna
They-
find
He's like, "Oh, thank you so much for girding my loins when no one else would. You are truly... Tell me your name, traveler, that I might reward you by spreading your good name to every merchant across the land."
Aura Dusk. My character says.
Alright.
And
You have gained the title Friend to Pantless Merchants.
Yes.
Or Friend to the Pantless, for short.
Best title.
Yeah, you might be able to flex this in future.
Okay, I'll take note of this. I'm going to also tell him the name of my companions,
Alright,
just
so
in case.
he's like, excellent. And then the tavern keeper immediately starts bargaining with him to, like, he'll give him food, but for his pants, and the whole debate goes on.
What a beautiful ending.
And yeah, you guys.
My character feeling tough is actually going to toss the man, the merchant, a coin as well.
A gold coin? He's like, I shall spread your name even further. So with the situation much improved, able to get him, he's like, with this one coin, I shall make 100,000. And he immediately begins bargaining for their local shrooms. Crownbreakers, you're approaching the river when you run into some lads on the road.
Oh boy.
Shit.
I'd
Do
rather.
the boys have
You notice a weirdly familiar looking old man, almost like you've seen him in a vision or a wheel, and he's flanked by some guys in dirty robes with staves. Yeah.
What's our health right now?
Well, I mean, we long rested.
You long rested, so y'all at max, and you're back up to full rages too. So like they gotta tremble to see you approach. They've clearly been camping by this roadside, and they're like, "You." The old man steps up and he says, he's light. His eyes seem to burn with some sort of unseen flame, and he says, "You, tell me,
Yeah.
are you the adventurers we have heard tell of in this region? Have you gone to Aver's Glade?"
Do we know this guy? Like, does he fit the description of the person, the village elder that the people
Yeah,
live
he fits that description. He also fits the so like earlier when Aura and
I didn't
Ridley
see
went
that
to
though.
do it.
So
Yeah, but so you recognize him from the description. They recognize him from the circle.
Okay.
And you guys feel like he's got some sort of faint musk to him that you can't quite place.
Faint
Oh
musk.
yeah, I'm sorry, Musk. Hello.
I don't like
Yeah,
this.
like an elongated musk.
Ooh. Is he an elongated muskrat?
So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Can I do a perception to figure out what that musk is?
Could I do
What that's
insight
Oh, I
to
got
know
it.
if he's
He has had something to do with angels. You know that.
Okay, I don't know. I won't
You
even roll for that.
perceive.
That's all I wanted
You
to know.
perceive in his eyes something wild. He's fervent. He's got a mission, a destiny to fulfill. And he raises his hands. You see, he's got something magical about him. And he says, "We quest to slay the Hatchet Boys. Will you adventurers join us? We are servants of Angir the Wheel, and we shall fulfill our destiny to deliver their fate for their terrible crimes and murders upon the roads."
So can I roll insight to tell if that's true? Because I definitely
Yeah.
don't think he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's telling the truth.
He believes that he is a servant of Angir's will, and he's definitely after some fucking bandits, and they're definitely the Hatchet Boys.
Well,
The more specifics, you don't
should
know.
we not set
He's-
them up on trial before just killing them outright?
I mean,
The man in front who identifies himself now, you hear the others mutter and call him the Brazier. The Brazier tells you, "These bandits, they're not nobles. Just chop their heads off. I assure you, if any
warned
knight of
these
this
lads.
realm were to come upon them, they would immediately dispatch them on the spot."
How is your sense of justice different from the angels?
The Brazier's like,
Just going around.
What- why-
No form of trial.
the Brazier is like confused. He's like, "Why would we seek to be different from angels?"
Yeah, my character actually doesn't really care much for either fighting or against them or with them. She's just like, so if we weren't here to fight any bandits, would you have any issue with us walking the road?
They're like, "Oh, no, we're not here to waylay you or anything." And he kind of gesticulates for the people to like get out of the way. And
I mean, yeah. Soon just walks through. It's like,
all right, so
Like-
yeah,
I
so
have no quarrel with you, good Sir
Yeah.
Knight.
yeah, so soon as you get
Neither
out that
I-
close, Brazier's like nostrils flare up, and he's like, "That smell,
Oh,
I know
fuck.
it. Oh, that sweet smell of ambrosia. Oh, what? Tell me, fine stranger, where are you from?"
You would probably haven't heard of it.
yeah, I was gonna say.
They're
Around
all
you
suddenly
don't
way
know,
more
apparently.
curious about you. And they're like, "Where have you been? What brings you to this land? I heard you went south from Aversglade. Did you visit
You
Karki?"
heard from him?
This guy is real fucking
Yeah.
curious all of a sudden. Real fucking curious.
Hmm.
You gonna stop or you just gonna play it cool, walk
Nah.
by?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk through.
Alright, you can roll either persuasion or intimidation. You just be like, "Talk to the hand, buddy."
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna try. I'm also gonna try an intimidation, or yeah, I guess an intimidation to be like, or no, you know what? I'm sorry. I clicked that, but I just want to do a persuasion. I'm just like, I have no issue with you guys.
Alright, I will say that generally speaking, like every kind of bungles in terms of like they're like, and like yeah, well, also you do persuasion, but I'll take your first roll, which was a
That's
4.
fine. Yeah. I actually like this.
And so like you guys like your bluster, like a combination of bluster and like intimations of violence from these group. Viddly doesn't really do anything, but he stands there. Don't really do anything to ingratiate, but soon is just like not our problem, and they just kind of part the way, and they don't stop you. They do eye you, but you know after you swing by, just
Why? Wait,
Clear
why
to
am I
go.
moved back? I was trying to.
And it gives him like a shrug and like a
I was trying
a
to
little,
just move
kiss.
past.
Like,
yeah. You guys find your way back up to Massa Ridge, and as you're crossing the bridge, you see at the base of the ridge 2 men-at-arms, not in their armor, but you recognize them from the general countenance and armament, digging a grave. It seems like they're just finishing their tamping it down.
Do we see anything the other way?
You mean like not 12 miles away towards that village?
Well, just down the road because we can't see.
You see a donkey carrying a cart full of grain. A young boy and his miserly father sit in the front.
Seems unsuspicious enough, so maybe they're good. Let's go.
Sorry, the people digging the grave are who? Like
They are two of the.
soldiers?
They're two, you recognize them as 2 of the men-at-arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, whose grave is that?
They're like a half mile away. Do you approach that far? Okay.
I think so, right?
All right. So they look over. They look between each other, and one of them looks between you and them, kind of worried. The other looks unafraid and says, "Davin, he was a good man. We buried him with his dirk. It's our way, when a man of Massarridge falls, to bury him beneath the cliffs, as these cliffs hold the bones of generations who have held the line at Massarridge." He seems to get a little bit teary-eyed about it. The other guy just seems shifty.
That's nice.
Davin was.
We heard about that.
It was the name we heard earlier. Something about
What happened to Davin?
they shouldn't talk about it or something.
The shifty guy is really concerned when you start asking about what happened to Davin. The guy who's getting a little bit teary about it says, Davin fell in battle. It was against
Fell in battle.
bandits.
What battle? What battle around here?
Bandits were menacing the road south of Kharkiv before that angel arrived.
And they've gone all the way up here. People are just coming from the other direction.
What do you mean the bandits are... This guy's looking around. The shifty guy, when you mention, like, discussion of bandit movement, shifty guy is like... I mean, you can roll insight, but he's sweating bullets. Non-shifty guy is like... How would the bandits get by the bridge of the river? They would need boats or to ford, and... it's not common to be able to swim. It's a wide river with a strong current. They'd be drowned. What do you know of this? Have you seen Magna, their leader? The woman with the red axe? I will kill her the first chance I get. He spits.
This is the shifty guy or the other guy?
No, this is the guy who's... This is the teary guy.
Yeah, I rolled 17.
Alright, so...
Yeah, none of us get that insight.
Soon... Alright, so all of you... I mean, you guys see he's obviously, like, shifty and concerned. But soon, you know immediately that this motherfucker right here knows something the other guy does not. And he is scared for his fucking life if this other guy figures it out.
Soon kind of like...
And it's definitely related to bandits.
Soon kind of like walks up to them and like puts his hand on the other guy's shoulder, kind of. Like
The teary guy or the
no,
shifty?
the shifty guy, like gently, and he's like, "You got something you want to say there, bud?"
I was going to Armorwing's just going to outright say, "Be a shame if you had a traitor."
Oh shit! So like that guy's sweating bullets.
And Soon's gonna like put his other hand like on his holster, like on his gun, kind of.
Oh, so wait, so you're like
No, he's not gonna like grab it. He's just gonna like kind of.
Are you leaning on him?
I'm just gonna like gently, like not even putting pressure, just kind of like gently putting his hand on his shoulder.
He tries to he freaks out and he tries to like brush you off. He's like, "Where'd you come from? Wait, no, we gotta go, dude. Jorg, we gotta go." And Jorg is like, "No, people should know what happened to Davin. How he fought. How brave he was.
Yeah.
How he
Soon
killed
doesn't even look at the other guy. He's like, "How did he fight? You wanna tell me?"
He's like, he fought bravely against the bandits, and yes, he was outnumbered and surrounded after he ran ahead when he heard a cry. By the time the other guards arrived, the bandits
He like
had
Soon like
shot him.
shushes the other guy. He like shushes him. He's like, "No, you tell me how." And he like points at the shifty guy.
Shifty guy's like, he was brave. He ran ahead of the rest of us. Half the men-at-arms were out there. We'd heard there was trouble on the roads. Stopped by a cart that had the wheel off. Talked to an old man, and fighting herd. I mean, Davin just ran ahead.
And like we definitely know he's lying.
Soon knows he's full of
Who
shit.
just runs ahead into a bandit?
Like I know 100%. Like everything he just said is bullshit.
You know that there was probably a cart. There were probably other men-at-arms there.
No well-trained.
There's a
man just
grain
runs
of
into
truth
a bandit attack
there's a
alone.
grain of truth in Davin responding swiftly to the sound of someone being alarmed, but it's clearly not what actually happened. And he definitely didn't get out too far ahead. That wasn't what actually resulted in this man's death.
I mean, I just keep like eyeing him down, and I'm like,
Are you sure you did not
You wanna
stab
roll-
Davin in back?
You want to roll
Yeah.
persuasion or intimidation?
Oh, I
Because
just straight up say that.
he's not
Yeah, that
really...
works, too.
Oh, you want to say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other guy gets offended, and he's like, "How could you imply we are a brotherhood?" And he goes for his hilt. He's like, "You will not besmirch us." Like,
How about
and then Sin's like, I don't think he
Oh.
means you, and he once again like never takes his eyes off the other guy.
Armor,
The guy,
Armor
he's
Wing-
shaking-
Armor Wing's going to kind of like make sure like they're not
he's like,
getting
like,
too hasty, so
he's
he's
like-
going to intimidate.
he's
Of course
like-
it doesn't work.
he's like, "Hang here, deliver me to my terrible fate." And Jorg looks over at him. He's like, "How now? What is the meaning of this?" And he's turned from tears, like he's still got a red face, like indignation. He's like, first at you for implying that a man-at-arms of like Master Ridge would betray one another, but now what the fuck's going on here? And the guy's like, I was following the Count's orders. I was just doing what we were supposed to. Davin knew we weren't supposed to go. And all of it, Jorg is like, "What do you mean you weren't supposed to go?" And then he like leaps at this fucker and takes him by the throat. And like, if you guys don't intervene, he's gonna begin beating him with
Gonna
fists
pull him off.
right by the ground. All right, strength roll, contest a strength roll with him to like drag him off.
Have fun with that.
Cause that's not lawful.
You
That's
peel him
not
off,
lawful.
and he's like,
Match against the
so
law.
he's already
Got
got
a shirt that says that.
Yeah, so there's like a tooth or two missing on the other guy. There's blood on this guy's fist. The other guy's like putting his hands up, like he's like assuming the field position. He's like, "They made me. It was the Count."
Sin's
the
gonna
count-
draw like both his weapons and just kind of like pointed at both of them and like
Wow.
tell them to chill.
All right, they look at them kind of confused, like they don't know what they do, but they kind of assume that that's threatening. They think maybe
Oh,
it's a magic
I mean, he
thing.
can like just shoot off 2 shots in the air or something.
All right, so
to,
they're
like,
like,
just
all of a
let them
sudden,
know
all
what
of a
it
sudden they're
does.
like, "Oh shit!" Like the
Yeah.
donkey spooks and starts to run back on the road.
Yeah.
At the sound of gunfire, and some people up at the palisade up on the ridge, like a guy with a spear now leans over and looks down at this happening, and after like 3 seconds and perhaps visibly shitting himself, he retreats. So yeah, you guys
I mean,
Alright.
shit, how we
So
handling this situation?
Great guy.
Obviously, we need to take
Yeah.
both of them back into court and try them for.
Since
like thing.
I don't even need a trial. Since like explain, and he like looks at the shifty guy. Tell us, like, give us all the details. He's like,
all right. So he's like, "I never knew the details. All
What's
I
his point?
knew,
What's his power?
all I knew was that we weren't supposed to do anything, and
Yeah.
we were just supposed to stay there, talk to the guy with the cart, and arrive too late. Sir Roderick told us we were just supposed to wait."
seems like, how did Davin die? Really?
When Davin heard someone in trouble, he wouldn't. "You bastard!" He like strains against
Yeah.
his arm. He's like, "You let me believe," and he's like, Davin went ahead, and he started killing hatchet boys. He retreated when he was outnumbered. He tried to come and get us to help him, and he's like, "And what? And what?" He's like, "It wasn't the bandits that shot him. and then he's gonna try and break free to just like fucking kill this man right now. He does
My
not.
guy?
He doesn't. He is. Yeah, actually, I would say his indignation gives him advantage. Roll that
I was gonna
strength.
say, I'm like pointing a gun at him as well. He's still gonna try to.
When he learns that they murdered Davin, yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, stab him.
he breaks free and he just like he actually takes his sword out and he goes for the throat. He's gonna try and coup de grace this bitch. Are you gonna stop that?
Can Armor Wing try again to strengthen?
Yeah. Armorwing can try and like rebuff him.
Okay, so after a massive failure, he just floundering around, can't even. Just like, oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you kind of rebuff him and he's like murder and like this whole situation is like going way tits up.
Yeah. Soon's like, yeah, I believe we should all calm down and bring this to the courts. I agree.
Didn't you hear him? He said it was Sir Roderick. He said they were on Count Arthur's orders. This makes so much more sense.
Oh.
Davin would never rush ahead alone. Cowards, curs, murderers. And he's like, yeah.
Well, we got us a situation, huh?
Yeah.
Juicy.
It's worth noting, you're not getting paid by Count Arthur. You're getting paid by Duke Arcthury, who is up the road to the northeast. You can just walk away from this.
Yeah. It's midnight, by the way. So are we?
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, here's the question: which of you would the assembled Crownbreakers do anything about this?
My character is absolutely neutral on the subject.
Yeah,
Not neutral in alignment,
I mean-
but she's
Soon doesn't give a shit. He just wants to get paid. So
Actually, Armor Wing is pretty bothered by this. Nothing is
Yeah.
worse than a traitor.
And Vitaly.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they're. I mean, our mission comes first, but he's very disgusted by this whole thing.
Right. Well, you are going to literally go see the Duke.
noted, but
Yeah.
not dealing with it right now.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, when you go get paid, the Duke is going to see you personally.
Right.
You have that
It's
information.
on-
You have these two guys in
Soon
front of you.
wants to get paid. To be honest.
All right. So
Yeah,
you guys
same.
peel out, and how do you leave the situation?
Well, I want to try and stop them and put
Yeah.
some sense into
Maybe.
him.
Can
Can
we
we
just
just?
can we just, like
Right?
tie both of their hands and wrists and just
No,
walk
no,
away?
no, no, no. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So here. I got it. So I'm talking to the guy that was just about to kill the other guy. It says, "Stop! You don't want to do this because you have a witness, somebody that can corroborate story. Without him, nothing will happen."
He immediately recognizes, like, you're right. We need to take this. Wait a minute. Who's paying you?
Look,
The Duke! Of course! You can get an audience! We can bring a witness! Yeah, the guy gives this look like, oh shit, I'm about to get in such a murder zone. And he's like, yes, let me come with you. Fucking Pat
Very
puts
well.
on the sunglasses like,
Drag the other
yeah!
men.
So with that, the Crownbreakers with Dead Yet by Gabriel Black playing in the background disappear into the distance. One hostage and one companion tow. And congratulations, you are all 2,000 gold richer. When you arrive at court, the witness gives their testimony, and the Duke summons his inquisitor. A drow shrouded in purple armor that seems to reflect light appears. His face is somber with the countenance of death, and he says, "The truth always finds a way out." And he lets his lip curl into an ever so slight grin, snaps, and about twice the garrison of Massaridge fall in. And it looks like Duke Arcthury sort of gives him a nod like, you know what to do. Turns to the Crownbreakers with your big piles of gold, and he says, "I'll keep you in mind." With that,
Hey.
that's it. That is the first ever. That is the Avenger. That is contract number 1.
Oh yeah.
And because it is past
Like
midnight,
Angel has bit the dust.
oh. Oh my god. Alright. Fucking meme queen over here. Alright, we're going into feedback phase. Bull trip. Favorite, least favorite, what you see more of?
Favorite.
Ready for that for the Fucking first.
I got you. I got your back. Don't worry.
Honestly, I liked just the random dude, the two random dudes just on the side of the guards. That was
Yeah.
just didn't have to exist, but it did.
I'm assuming that was just like an improv there, just to force that down our throat, considering we like walked past it every time you showed it to us earlier.
I mean, you didn't have to go visit the grave.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It was like you were just giving us one last opportunity to do it.
yeah,
basically.
partly because I did want to weave the death of Davin into the story a bit more than I did, and like there was actually like in terms of like the unseen content, you could theoretically go to the keep you didn't even learn the name of, called Fear Guard. If you talked to people about problems, they would have mentioned like the bandits there.
Jesus.
I'll probably have to turn off no, the light isn't on. But yeah,
I mean,
but I had this here knowing you probably wouldn't go to it, just because I wanted some developed content around and a story to tell.
yeah.
But yeah, so bull trip. So that was your favorite part? The guards burying the guy at the side of the road.
Yeah, just
And-
the random side stuff. I like side stuff.
All right, what was your least
Yeah,
favorite part?
definitely was a lot of
Least favorite? I feel like we were talking over each other a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I would ask, what is something that like I directly controlled, but I do understand that I am the moderator here, so that's on me.
Yeah.
Like anything about like the game or the way I ran it or the fight.
No, I think the fight went well. I guess that we couldn't taunt her out, but I don't know if it was our word choice was just bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, part of it is like she's not going to accept some of that from Immortal. There were certain things you could have said. Maybe like if you got better roles and knew more about her, you would be
Yeah.
able to like something that would really force her hand. But yeah, also like angels are always going to try and maximize the people they flash, and they're going to try and get you somewhere that they can flash.
Yeah.
So she was unlikely to advance when you guys had places you could cover. But yeah, so that was yeah. All right. So what would I like to see more of?
Probably like intrigue of like finding out about the angel, because it just kind of like
You didn't really get to know Zurael or her mission or anything here, yeah.
yeah. I guess that could be like
It's a little on us too.
at least, but yeah, that's because of us just going straight there.
Intrigue, finding out about the angel. All right, so Rainbow. Favorite, least favorite. What did you see more of?
I really liked the what would you call it? Like, I'm trying to think of the right word for this. I suppose the kind of like providence of us being Crownbreakers, like the fact that like everybody like kind of immediately knows like, oh shit, don't fuck with them, and like you can just kind of like drop that name, and it's like I don't know, it just felt cool to be like,
You felt like
Mega
badasses. Yeah, you
and
walked
like
into town, you were badasses.
and like everybody knew that, like
Not only that. Well, sorry. I'll say it during my fates.
no, I mean you can jump in, it's fine.
I was gonna say, like, not only that, but like the angels are legitimately fucking strong.
Yeah, like that was actually kind of like
there's a reason why people respect Crownbreakers, and that's because angels can easily fuck them up.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, like, she was really one different roll away from icing Boltrup and then turning with an empowered sword against Cole with Boltrup's
Yeah.
soul. Which, by the way,
Yeah, we're about to.
that's the end of your character. When the kindling blade shoves through you and lights on fire, that's your soul burning. You are done. There's no resurrection there. Only a wish spell could undo that.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Oh no death saves. When that happens, you done. So like I was expecting like someone to get wicked, honestly. But
yeah.
I think it's even cooler that you didn't, though. That you all survived.
Yeah, I think we actually had a really like a good party balance too. Like I don't know, it wasn't really intentional. I didn't pick based off what you guys were picking. I just made a character, but like I think it actually just happened to work out like really well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a healer would have been nice, but whatever.
Well,
Yeah, this 5e kind of suck. So
cool. Yeah. So, what was your least favorite part, Rainbow?
I kind of didn't like that how do I don't also can't really think of a way to phrase this exactly. Like, I kind of wanted there to be like more like things that happened along the way between towns, kind of. I think there was a good amount, but like they didn't feel like
They didn't feel weighty.
like yeah.
Would you prefer more stuff like when you met those guys on the road?
Yeah, like that was cool. But like the whole like the merchant guy, like why did that matter? Like
That was
it was funny, it was cool, it was fun, but
Oh
like
my
I didn't have any real reason to like care
So
about it.
you want more stuff that builds on the narrative being told.
Yeah, like because it's a one shot. If it was a regular campaign, I would care because like it gives you opportunity to like build your character and everything. But it's a one shot, so like I don't particularly care. In
Well,
that
I mean, like Zoom
concern.
continues to exist, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and like I mean, I also was running a neutral character, so he cared even less. Like
neutral.
Yeah.
We just don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
basically.
that's fair. I will say it was probably a weak attempt on my part to sort of tie it back into like what was this bandit situation that you've heard. Like I kept mentioning and like didn't really come up that much. But it was sort of like an idea of like here's someone who's actually been robbed by these bandits. Here's a little bit more of context, and also because I was conscious of how the time was running, steer you towards Scarkeep.
Also, yeah. By the way, like the time management was like excellent.
was
Like
great.
I feel like the whole pacing of everything was great. Like
Awesome.
we got through things like right when we got to the keep, I was like kind of itching for some combat, and then we just got right into it. It was like perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
we're done.
that is super lit. We still have 5 viewers into the feedback phase. Thank you all so much. I'm sure some of those are us, but pacing, time management was good. Yeah, and so that's okay. What's something we should see more of in Crownbreakers in particular?
Talking to me still? Sorry.
Yes, Rainbow.
I don't know. I think it was like I'm trying to think. Like I think maybe if the angel had a little bit more like variety in actions potentially, that would have been cool. Because like I did like that she had like the sword and everything, and then the AOE attack, and then her like half HP thing that happened. But I don't know if maybe she could have had like a direct ranged attack.
Yeah, and like the
or...
next type of angel and you fight is gonna be different
Yeah.
from Avenger. So
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
see
Okay.
more of
Then that's you're gonna do that anyways. So
Awesome.
She also only got like
yeah, she only got like 3 turns.
So Cole, favorite, least favorite, let's see more of.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I kind of said what I wanted to say. I guess.
What was your least favorite?
Oh yeah, least favorite. I didn't even say that. I thought. I don't know.
Just it doesn't have to be bad. It's to the worst of the best.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about it. I mean, I think you've made a lot of progress in your map design. I felt like there were still some things that were just like. Well, I mean, even though like some of the moments with the maps were kind of like, wait, is that a door? What is that? What is like? I can't tell what that is, but like at the end of the day, like it all worked out. And so, like and it's not like fretting over maps is like a bad thing to do, anyways. So I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I strive for readability, so. Yeah.
And there were just some moments where it's like, wait, is this a path? Is this a door? Is this a floor? I don't know.
Yeah, what's something that's
We walked up to that one building and we're like, wait, can we walk through this big giant gray square? And so
I feel like having can I just jump in here?
Yes.
I've seen maps that have like I don't know this like how you feel about this. Like for
Like
me, I
symbols?
have goods and bads, but like okay, a lot like like things of importance are like color coded like very obviously. Like all doors are like neon orange or something like that. I know that kind of takes away from like immersion for some people, but like all doors that are like openable are neon orange, and then something that's like totally unpassable is like bright pink or something like that. And just like it's that's totally a personal preference how you want to style your maps and everything, but it makes it very readable.
That's true. I will consider readability in future, probably something a little more subtle than neons.
Yeah.
But yeah, readability does need to go up. You are, however, Cole. What do you want to see more of in the future?
Sorry, I don't mean to jump in.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I wouldn't mind seeing more. No, you're good. That was a good point. I wouldn't mind seeing more Crownbreakers, seeing more Angels,
More other Crownbreakers.
Yeah,
Oh, true.
So I was gonna have like a rookie
other
Crownbreaker
classes.
along, but then there wound up being enough players that I was like,
yeah, I want to see some other crowns to break, some of those other classes.
all right.
I said it backwards. I was referring to the
Pretty
Angels
much-
as
pretty much
Crownbreakers.
more-
I meant Angel, but yeah,
Pretty much more
I wanna see-
variety.
yeah, more of the Angels that are out there.
All
We
right,
saw an
and
Avenger. Let's see the others.
and Pat, favorite, least favorite, which you want to see more of?
So I'll start this by saying my least favorite part of this game was my lack of preparation. I've never played a
Aw.
warlock before. I had a very unexpectedly busy and convoluted day, and I didn't really prep my character the way I'd have liked to. I didn't look at my abilities and plan ahead the way that I usually would with a character, so that ended up resulting in me having to look through my book most of the session trying to figure
Yeah.
out what I was doing there.
You still did good though. Like even though
Yeah.
all things considered.
So
I think everybody's
obviously-
characters were cool as fuck, by the way. Just as a side
Sorry?
note.
Oh
I
yeah,
just think everybody
I like
had dope ass characters.
Yeah,
just like as a
everyone
side
had a
note.
cool. Everyone had something that like made their character stand out. I loved it,
Yeah.
especially considering how
so
quickly we
that
threw
was
this together.
my favorite part about myself. So about the campaign though properly, I really love the it has a really open world feel to it, especially since I just by playing the way we did, I feel like we bypassed a couple of interactions that we
Mhm.
almost, under a normal circumstance would have been, if you were the kind of DM to railroad people, we would have ended up finding them anyway, not out of.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
proper-
yeah. Like if you like, I would have been like, and then you go to Fear Guard, and then you and then you fight Magna the Red, and she says something very indicative before she dies, and you fight the Hatchet Boys, and you get a cool axe, and obviously you guys are never gonna get Magna's axe now, but that's like it's cool. It's cool that there are parts of the world that you guys didn't get to see in a way.
It makes it feel like it's a bigger world,
Mhm.
like there's a lot of magma grave. That sounds
Oh, for
fucking
sure.
cool. Yeah, so it it felt like a big real world, especially since we ended up encountering the Angel's posse after we killed the Angel, and I'm sure if we mentioned that we were on our way to kill an Angel, that would have been a fight, and
Yeah, there's partially like how they were like they didn't quite recognize you as Crownbreakers, like you're adventurers, right? And they didn't quite put two and two together because if they realized you're Crownbreakers,
We would have had a fight.
yeah, it's probably because they smelled the angel dust as you're walking by, and they're like, but that wasn't. But with how cool you were acting and how tough you were, it wasn't enough for them to make a move. But
so
yeah,
I like all that.
yeah, I'd imagine that you were gonna run around them, like south of the bridge. If you guys run into them south of the bridge, because they were there, like trying to gather information and follow followers, and then they were gonna push up to try and find the bandits.
Would they have been a hard encounter?
No, they would have been an easy encounter. It would have been a joke.
Okay,
We were just slaughtered.
You
Yeah,
would have
like-
slaughtered them. The Brazier, I think, is like maybe based on a priest, but like 11 AC, 32 hit points.
Oh,
He did
okay.
have
Oh,
like
God,
spirit,
fucking
he had
devo-
spirit
This
guardian.
man literally
Sanctuary,
could have
guiding
not one
bolt,
didn't hit him with a +10.
lesser
to hit.
restoration, spiritual weapon. He had
Yeah,
sacred
I'd rather
flame,
not just-
a mace. But the fanatics,
You could literally hit him with a nat one.
the fanatics were literally just cultists, but relabeled. So like they would have swung with quarterstaffs. But
that worked out. That worked out.
So it all played out nicely.
It all-
Murder
it
was
all-
necessary.
What was your least favorite part?
So I would reiterate what I think some other people have mentioned. We didn't end up learning enough about, I think, Zariel to make the encounter as climactic as it could have been. It was very climactic. She almost killed both of the tanks.
Yeah.
And, Rainbow and I benefited from the fact that we were ranged attackers.
I mean, I didn't take damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I took damage only because I failed a reflex save.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. To be fair, she had the ability to toss 2 of those a turn.
Oh,
In her next turn, if she was still up, she would have like
She
balefire.
could have like literally like one shot you.
So she would have lit you guys up. She would have lit the fuck out of you. But yeah, no,
So-
a Crownbreaker who stays out of the Ash Flash and generally out of the limelight has a certain advantage, but also they're not very good at closing to melee, which you have to be direct flanking to break the crown.
Mhm.
So it's sort of it's
You would have been
almost
sitting right there.
it's almost a party consideration. But yeah, if either Bulltrip or Cole had gone down, one of you would have had to take up the mantle and get in there at point blank, which would have been a very interesting situation.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think Aura would have survived entering the Providence Purge range.
Yeah,
So
we definitely survived by the hairs of our chinny chin chin.
But overall, mechanically, you guys enjoyed the fight. Just maybe
Yeah,
should
no,
have
it was really
overriding
fun,
what
yeah.
you did.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. Because this is
So
basically
it was not emotionally climactic as I was kind of expecting it to, and then again, that's also because I was, flipping through my books and not like really investing myself in, witty comebacks and ways to draw in the character backstory that I have and all of that jazz. So again, I feel like I could have prepped more to make that more of a memorable.
it's fine. I'm pretty sure I badgered you about this 2 nights ago. Like yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I've been so busy. It's crazy. I started, making my character 2 nights ago and was planning on putting it all on the Roll20 today. Did not end up doing that entirely before the game started.
Yeah, I should.
So what I'd like to see more of, I'd actually really like to play another Crownbreakers session. I'm not like super attached to my character, but I would love to continue playing this. Obviously, I'm not going to be here this Monday, coming Monday. So I was actually planning on getting my character killed in the climactic battle.
But the power of an anthology series is that it's not always going to be the same crew of Crownbreakers. So they can go adventure with someone else, and then where were you? Oh, I was in the Ninth Hell. Killing a fucking angel.
Yeah, exactly.
I got paid by some demons. Like you might have been somewhere else.
So
it preps for that surprise cameo moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Surprise came
or you can see me once and be like, yeah, I showed up at the last minute
Right,
and betrayed everybody.
So, quick question.
Honestly,
what did you guys think of this foliage?
I liked it. It's really good for trees and whatnot.
Oh yeah, this one,
It's
yeah,
very
that looked
nice.
great. That looked on
Yeah.
the. I thought you were talking about this stuff when we ran into the.
Nah.
Yeah,
Into
the
the
grass texture has something to be desired, but
Yeah,
this
did you use that
That foliage
cubism,
looked great.
filter?
On the,
I
on
saw
the,
your Facebook post about it already.
Yeah,
So.
and it's basically just use the cubism thing on GIMP.
You did,
It's
okay.
great.
That's
Yeah.
what I was.
Yeah, it's literally the cubism filter on GIMP.
I thought that looked great on the world map and everything.
Yeah.
I was for a second. I was like, "Wait, is that the thing? Did I make that, or is
No.
that yours?"
I'm developing a certain lo-fi style to my art because, of course, I
I
can't.
like it.
I don't want to engage in steal any artist's work, even if they technically have no legal way to come after me. So I have to get permission, and it's kind of hard to necessarily line that up for everything. So I've started to self-rely and build my own. Everything
it
you
was a very
saw,
upright move, and I think it
Yeah.
paid off.
everything you guys saw, I can show you. There's no reason not to show you guys Master's Keep, but I don't want to keep you guys here too much longer. But yeah, no. If anybody
Like
else
I know
has
where to
any,
be.
if anybody has any other closing thoughts, here is the whole keep.
Can you take off the fog war?
Oh, I thought I did.
He did. It's just, I think you got to refresh
Oh.
because it looks gross. it was scrolling with me. There you go. Man, look at that fucking chef's face.
That's pretty good actually.
By the way, shout out to Silky Noir, who does most of the detail character art. And then 107 Terrible Faces, which was a Kickstarter project, free for use and everything, available on DriveThruRPG. And both Silky Noir and Silky Noir's work and 107 Faces are linked in the Twitch, and they'll be in the YouTube VOD. And then Silky does stuff like this, and a lot of our characters will use arts like Vitali's was.
Mine was.
As was Soon, and then of course Cole and Pat drew theirs, and that was very cool. And they just doodled these up real quick. and yeah, it was really nice. And
Good job, guys.
yeah, I think
Do you mind if fucking 5 seconds on camera?
yeah, I think that you guys are going to the next Crownbreakers group, I should say, next Monday is going to a flying city. So keep an eye out for that. And
Ooh. Ah.
and
Teased. Hashtag teased.
and on Thursday we've got GAG starting. Guns Against Gods.
Sorry,
So
what was the noise for that?
GAG starting. So if you want to experience an extraplanar adventure through space and time, where you got a fucking a greater demon for the spine of your ship, just drinking molten gold for coffee, and for psychics and people who float around, that's going to be going down Thursday. And I have to do a lot. I have to finish bullshit.
Did you say the actual name of it though? Besides
Guns
GAG?
Against Gods. So with a name like that, you can guess what might happen. And
There'll be some gods.
yeah. So it's gonna be starting. You're free to use assets. Makes notes. Yeah, free to use assets definitely. If you know of any, let me know for background or characters or anything. Because I like these. Part of the reason these interiors are so Spartan is because like I made a shitty barrel and I made a shitty shelf and I made a shitty door and I ran with it. And I used, like, as you can see, a lot of these are reused from, like, this, like, dark marble is from Volvorian's temple.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and, like, these, like, most of these, like, backgrounds and walls and stuff are from...
The other places in there, yeah.
They're from
That's
Spike.
fine. You can reuse your...
Yeah.
Your, icons.
But, yeah, so I'll build out a repertoire. But, yeah, basically... it was great to have you all. It was great to broadcast it.
It was great.
Yeah, there were no
play.
breaks. Aww. So, but yeah, Mondays 8:30 p.m. Eastern and Thursdays 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/DieselShot. We've got content. We've got a Diesel Shot Discord.
We got your content here.
We got everything. Excellent, Jay. I'm
Come
glad it
on
was fun to
back.
watch. It
Have
was
some
fun to
fun.
play twice a week. We've got a marquee slot on Thursdays, which runs limited 5 to 6 episode series, and maybe something else in the future. And Mondays is going to be Crownbreakers. It's going to be an anthology series. Different contract. Ideally, every week we might have some bleed over if I don't do great time management. But the idea is a Crownbreaker session is just one session, and a crown gets broken, or people die, or everyone's dead.
Or the breakers get
Or
broken.
TPK.
Yeah, it's either TP, or I mean, some Crownbreakers might make it out alive. Like, I don't know.
Breakers get broken,
I feel
or
like-
the breakers.
I feel like
get
Pat and Rainbow might have run if Boltrip and Cole died in there.
broken.
I mean,
No, I
that's
feel like Rainbow might have stayed to try and
I
finish
would
it
think
off.
too, actually.
I would have pushed my luck on the dice rolls and just keep dodging attacks. To be honest,
Pushed in
Yeah.
there.
I would have
I
just
wish
like
like evil character though, and I could have actually pulled off that like.
so like
So-
I never got to use it,
Right?
but where is
The
it? Wait,
ultimate
one second,
Yeah.
I'm looking.
And are we all keeping track
I
of
honestly
who has however much
campaign
angel dust?
Sorry.
for that.
Just be like track your angel dust. Just know how much.
Yeah,
Angel
I
dust
have
you-
it. It's in my sheet.
I'm disappointed that nobody wanted to smoke angel dust, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
What? That was like my first suggestion.
Oh wait! Oh shit! No, you so like as you disappear into the sunset, do you light it up after you get your money?
Well, what does it do? Do we know what it
You
does?
roll
you a
1d6
+1 to
and it gives you an
random
ASI increase,
Oh.
Yeah.
a random ASI
No,
increase.
I was like, I know.
Does armor wing stuff the pipe and give us smoke?
Yeah.
All right, roll a
Armor Wing-
d6.
Oh, yeah, roll a D6.
Minus one angel
Roll
dust
fucking smoke.
pouch. Roll a d6.
What a way to end this show.
Honestly,
Light it up.
I didn't get hit like nearly as much, but I had like 7 different ways to get out of attacks. Like I made the most annoying like weaselly character ever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So if you guys went down, I was still
Armor
gonna
wing
keep fighting
feels
you for
himself growing more intelligence.
How about that?
Yeah, he sort of wisens up a bit. As,
Oh my God, that
he,
actually got really
he
negative.
Holy
consumes
shit,
the essence of this angel and blows out a ring. And the ring, it almost seems to him, takes the form of a pair of angelic wings. And that's the imagery we go out on. All right, everyone, you're beautiful. I'm gonna kill the
Damn.
stream right now.